Be a part of the Black Diamond AFL, where the players jump higher, kick longer, and where the women run faster and faster.
She has 2 bounces. She has 3 bounces.
We are Cardiff.
We are Gosford.
We are Killarney Vale.
We are Lake Macquarie.
We are Maitland.
We are Muswellbrook.
We are Nelson Bay.
We are Newcastle City.
We are Newcastle.
We are Singleton.
We are Terrigal-Avoca.
We are the entrance Baddo Bay.
We are Warners Bay.
We are Wyong Lakes.
We are the umpires.
We are the Black Diamond AFL.
Join a Black Diamond AFL club today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from Dick Burwell Oval here in Nelson Bay, where the Hunter Haval Black Diamond Cup match of the round comes to you between Nelson Bay and Killarney Vale. My name is David Redden. With me in commentary today is Lucas Holmes, who I'll be crossing to shortly, and Lucas will give you a run through of some scores and the players who are playing in today's games. This game should be a cracker, played in outstanding football conditions. There's almost no wind. As you can see behind me, it's a lovely clear day here in the Tamari Peninsula. Looking forward to it very much. Both teams 1 and 2, and really looking to get another victory to try and keep pace with Cardiff and Terrigal-Avoca, who sit alone undefeated at the top of the ladder at the moment, and they're actually playing each other in East Gosford this afternoon. Here, however, it should be a cracking game of football. Josh Mifsud's still not playing for Killarney Vale. That'll hurt them a lot. The coach, Scott Reed's come in as a last-minute replacement, and also for Nelson Bay, their coach, Sean McGrath's come in as a last-minute replacement as well. Look, really not too much more to say here. I think it'll be a very, very good game of football. Hopefully be some high-scoring football in the conditions. Players will probably knock up toward the end of the game, given how warm it is. It really is a superb day here. From me, that's all for the moment, as the Killarney Vale side come out behind us, as you can hear there, looking for a very good performance to back up their victory over Warners Bay a couple of weeks ago. And for Nelson Bay, Brandon Grace plays his 100th game. From me, David Redden, that's all for the moment. Over to Lucas Holmes, who'll give you some scores and a player readout. Thank you, Lucas.
Some scores from you, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, from the G women's competition. Full time at number 1 sports ground, Warners Bay, 15 goals, 15, 105, defeated the Novas, 1 goal, 3-9. Here at Dick Burwell Oval, the Nelson Bay women, 4 goals, 8-32, defeated the Killarney Vale Bombers, 2 goals, 3-15. At Adcock Park, Gosford, 13 goals, 10-88, defeated Lake Macquarie, 3 straight kicks, 18. At Don Small Oval, Wyong Lakes, 4 goals, 10-34, but defeated Cardiff, 4 goals, 9-29. At Max McMahon Oval, Maitland, 1 goal, 4-10, got defeated by Newcastle City, 23 goals, 14, 152. And half-time at Werriman Field, Singleton looking the goods here. Singleton, 7 goals, 9, 51 to Muswellbrook, no score. Dave, you're back with us.
Thank you. Yes, from downstairs, they made the round dash up. Should be a cracking afternoon. It's glorious outside. You can't wear a jacket. It's so nice here. Look, I think that the fact that Josh Mifsud's not playing for Killarney Vale has a massive effect on the game. There's a flow-on effect for them getting the ball and getting it out of the centre. This leaves players like Reimer and Matthew Jews and Luke Price as maybe able to get their first hands at football, and that's dangerous.
Yep, especially with Billy Barton coming back into the Nelson Bay side, it'll make it even easier for the Nelson Bay guys to get the hands on the ball first.
Yes, Lucas, we were talking earlier on before the broadcast about the clash between Tim Oosterhoff and Billy Barton. With Barton back in the side, Nelson Bay are a far better football team, and we've seen him play this year, and he was superb. Only Matthew Jews had a day out, would have cost him the Player of the Day award. Killarney Vale's got to kick a score. Last week they struggled. They kicked only 8 goals against Newcastle City. In the last 3 quarters, they were okay. And against Warners Bay, they basically won after sign. So they really need to lift their playing performance. Try and kick a 14 or 15 goal score, Lucas, and try and give them a chance at winning the game.
Yep.
For Nelson Bay, they need to get back on board. They had a very close loss to Cardiff here, win a game that was transferred from Hillsborough to Dick Burwell Oval, and then got belted last week down at East Gosford. Very tough place to go, Terrigal-Avoca. So they'll be looking forward to getting back into the swing of it, I think, Louis.
They are a better side at home as well, Dave, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out in this first 5 or 6 minutes.
I think we've discussed before, in my mind, they're 3 to 4 to 5 goals better here in the Tamari Peninsula than anywhere else. Newcastle number 1, they like playing it as well, but they certainly play well here. Look, Matthew Jews will have a big job today playing in the centre. for Killarney Vale, much will rest on the shoulders of people like Calvin Bond, Max Mumford. Beckett's been playing good football. Interested to have a look at Burleightner for the first time. He kicked 5 last week in a losing performance. See how good a footballer he is and how Nelson Bay manage him, whether Chris Eddy goes to him or one of the other backmen. Davidson, who was the centre-half back we saw in the first time, transferred up to the club from Bendigo. He's done a hammy. He's out for a few weeks, so he's not playing for Nelson Bay, so they've got to find someone at centre-half back, Lucas. Where do you see the game being won or lost, mate?
We discussed before we went on air, once again, the ruck contest. Tim Wusterhoff and Billy Barton is going to be essential to whatever team gets their hands on the ball first. We discussed that at length before the game, and I still think that's the same as well. If Killarney Vale are to win today, Max Mumford is going to have to have a day out, in my opinion, Dave, I think.
Totally agree. Did you, obviously I couldn't hear, Lincoln Macaulay's 50th game of football last week. You mentioned that, did you?
I haven't, but when we do the team sheets and the umpires, we shall delve into that a bit further.
Straight into it, might as well go into team sheets. I might do Killarney Vale first, Lucas. So Killarney Vale, 1 Ryan Barrett, 3 Harley Burleightner, 4 Brandon Cousins, 5 Michael Smith, 6 Alex Wells, 9 the veteran Dane Amity, 11 Harley Beckett, 12 Alex Bailey, 14 Jake Greentree, 18 Michael Foster, 17 is Connor Riley, Jordan Carrick in 20, Max Mumford 21, Calvin Bond 26, Jake Shelnack 27, Bo Kabia 30, Jack Nancaro 31, Tim Easterhoff 32, look for him, Michael Broadbent 33, Liam Hassel 41, Liam Bamfield 46, and the coach Scott Reed number 7, Lucas Holmes, Nelson Bay Marlins.
Nelson Bay, number 1, Nathan Vasey, 3, Matt Dews, 5, Luke Price, 7, the skipper, Tim Duval, 9, Joel Erickson, 10, Aaron Clayton, 12, David Wood, 13, Chris Eddy, 14, Jaden Reimer. Ryan Mudd is out. 17, Ben Eddy. 19, James Bellman. 20, Todd Thornton. 21, Cal Bailey. 25, Billy Barton. 27, Jeremy Eddy. Daniel Ross is out. 29, and playing his 100th game, Ben Grace. 31, Lachlan West. 34, Joseph Parsons. 64, Aaron Millington. In 76, Cooper Scott. And in jumper 71, the coach, Sean McGrath.
Our umpires today, Patrick Lally, Dave Parsons and Ryan Seton, have got the centre field work, Lucas. Lincoln Macaulay off his 50th game last week and his 51st game on the boundary with Chris Valley. And our goal umpires from last week, Jake Lowe, and the incomparable John Sullivan in his 1001st game of football. Still shaking my head at that. That's just ridiculous. Players are breaking from their huddles and are walking to their positions. We are very close to action here. There's Aaron Clayton on your television at the moment. And we go into the centre there. And, look, should be a really good game of football. One of the things that will be interesting here is how players are handled in the third and fourth quarter when it's really hot, whether they've been getting their drinks and sports drinks and water into it, and if anybody cramps up, because it will be a war of attrition. There's some handy footballers there. Jeremy Eddy, Jaden Reimer and Billy Barton are in your screen at the moment, and also Nathan Vasey. So there's some very, very handy footballers. That's interesting. It looks like Eddie Lucas is going to start on the ball for Jets. Jeremy Eddy, I beg your pardon, he's going to start on the ball. There's Dane Aberney, number 9 on your right, the veteran. 32 is Tim Easterhoff, the ruckman. Number 30, Bo Cabillo, new to us here on coverage. We haven't covered him before, Louis. Mate, looking forward to calling the game with you. Sure am. As you said, we haven't seen Bo Cabillo before. After this game, we would have done all 6 Black Diamond Cup sides, so we may have a conversation at the end to see where this, from our opinion, where this season is going. That would be most enjoyable, Lucas. This is the Hunter Vale Black Diamond Cup Bar TV match of the round. It's Saturday the 29th of April. Your team's in blue and yellow, Nelson Bay. The Nelson Bay Marlins are from at home. And in the Essendon colours, Killarney Vale Bombers running to the left of screen, Nelson Bay running to the right. We are very close to action here. Easterhoff, Amity, Cabillo in there in the centre, along with Max Mumford. That's no surprise to see Mumford and Amity in the centre. He was named in the centre in the absence of Josh Mifsud, so very experienced player, premiership player. Here goes the siren. And we're away, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot wait to call this one. Nelson Bay, Killarney Vale, and away we go. Not a bad bounce to start the game. Barton, left-handed, gets in there. 41 was Hassel. Ball comes out there, left-footed, gets a decent purchase on that. 3 or 4 players underneath it. Ball comes out with a punch. Not taken there clearly by Hassel. Off goes Jeremy Eddy, gets a little handball just away to Callum Bailey. Ball, is that taken by Duval? Just, thank you. Tim Duval will be kicking just inside 50, if not at 50 metres, Lucas. Now, looking at those trees on the far side, there's not a breath of wind at the moment, so just has to kick true. Lead's coming Duval's going to go back and take his kick. Interviewed him during the week, Lucas. He actually kicked 100 goals in a season for Nelson Bay a few years ago, so knows how to put the ball away. Duval goes short to a player that is unmarked. That is Jeremy Eddy. How you can leave Jeremy Eddy unattended is beyond me, Lucas Holmes.
No, especially the form that he's been in the previous seasons. He's been one of their best and most consistent players, Jeremy Eddy.
Yes, so Eddie's got this ball. He's been put around the mark. He's already cribbed a couple of yards left and has been let go with it. Jeremy Eddy's kick goes across the face. He's punched. Ball comes out. Price! Left-footed! Misses. I think he might have hit the post, Lucas. Just wait for John Sullivan. Yes, he has. Price with it behind. Left-footed, right-footed. So, first score to Nelson Bay. Nelson Bay a point. Killarney Vale yet to score. Kick out to come now. Interesting place. Clayton's on the mark. They've gone with a zone marking system here, Lucas. It's fascinating to look at. So there is, and Killarney Vale started in a huddle. So now they come out to where the players are. Who's left free? Comes down the combox side. Wobbly kick that's poor and goes to Eddie. He'll put that across. Got hit at the point of contact. That's legit. Should be tapped through and is. Good, competent play by Barrett there in the back line. Second behind to Nelson Bay. Nelson Bay 2 points. Killarney Vale yet to score. You want better purchase with this, Lucas Holmes. That was a helicopter, the last one.
Wasn't so good, and then if they are willing to score, they have to get their entrances outside 50 to be spot on.
So we've got a huddle here. They're coming combox side. You can see the Nelson Bay players in a zone. Let's see what happens here. Barton at the back tries to get hands on it. Can't quite. Ball comes out. Is that Mumford with a foot? He gets a little short right foot kick. Jaden Reimer. That must have been touch off the boot because it was called play on straight away by the umpire. That's Todd Thornton. Comes backwards and goes with a left foot. Reckon that might be the coach, is it? No, it's not. That's Joel Erickson, the vice-captain. Looking up front. Clayton. Now, there's a whistle before that.
Push out.
Thank you. Man in front, Louis.
Spot on. That's where the defenders need to be.
Absolutely. Ball comes out here. 30 is Cabillo. Oh, that's given away. That was fair to given away. Anyway, Grace has got the footy here. Ball out of bounds in front of the Killarney Vale bench. He fair dinkum gave that to him. Oh, well. Each to their own. The umpire was obscured. Nelson Bay up by 2 behinds. We've gone 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes. Barton, Oosterhoff. That was a third man in. That should have been pinged. There were 3 men in that contest. Move on, David. Tackle made here. Umpire says, I'll have it, thank you. Barton's nominated, so is Oosterhoff. Everybody else has got to stay out with the new rules in football. Oosterhoff left-handed, very well done. Grace low to the ground. Can he put pressure on Hassel? He does. Good tackle made in there. Grace, Reimer, Jeremy Eddy. Umpire says, again, mine. Last man up, Max Mumford, I reckon. Now, there's a blood rule here. He's been awarded against Nelson Bay, and he's straight off.
Nathan Vasey, that was, Dave.
I think it was Vasey, thank you. Oosterhoff with a right-hander. That ball's thrown up in the air. Reimer poaching. Ball comes out here. Jeremy Eddy left-footed. Price to Clayton. Can Clayton finish, or is he just dinked that off? He has so far. Can he keep it in? That's Ben Eddy. No, got very well done there by the Killarney Vale defender, who gets a little right foot banana out. Clayton in front and out of bounds in the forward flank area.
Killarney Vale defender had to keep that ball in with the new deliberate out of bounds interpretation, Dave. He did very well.
Should get that fella's name and number shortly. I do apologise for that. We hadn't called Killarney Vale this year. I just haven't seen his number, that's all. Okay. Tackled. No chance of getting rid of that, Jaden Reimer. Good tackle, effective tackle made in there by, I think that was Amity, was it? No, it wasn't. It was Alex Wells. Oosterhoff and Barton. Oosterhoff clearly win that one with a right-hander. Eddy gets a hurried kick out. Just fumbled at the last minute. I think that might be Banfield at the back there with the pigtail. From the 46. At that ball comes. McGrath's in there, the coach. Now, that's a one-hand handball. Oh, no, he's paid out over the shoulder, I think, Lucas.
He has, by the looks of that. The veteran...
That's Bellman, I think. That's
yep.
James Bellman's got the footy. Cabillo's on the mark. He's going to kick. No, he's going to go short. And well taken down low by the very skillful Luke Price. Price has got a better angle, and he will kick from inside 50. Luke Price is a pretty fair chance of this. He's not a bad kick normally, Lucas.
He isn't, Dave. Almost say you'd back him in here, but every time we do something goes wrong, the good old commentator's curse.
Indeed. We've gone 5 3/4 minutes. Price having a shot at goal for Nelson Bay's first of the day. Let's watch the goal umpire. Lucas Holmes does not move. John Sullivan awards a goal to Luke Price. First goal of the day. Nelson Bay 1-2-8. Killarney Vale not yet to score. Lucas J. Holmes.
Hunter Haval, looking for a feature pack premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval and the range of affordable SUVs. Starting from just $23,990 to drive away with 5-year warranty and 5 years roadside assistance. Hunter Haval will give you more. Book your test drive today.
Thank you, Lucas. Very well professionally set up there. Luke Price, a lovely kick from approximately 43, 44 metres out. Did not look like missing. Back to the centre. Oosterhoff again. Oosterhoff's clearly shaded Barton in the first few minutes of this game. Little quick handball comes out from Benny. Brandon Grace back to Reimer. There's the player you want to get the ball in the hands to. Reimer, short little dinky kick, finds Matthew. Matthew Jews here right in front of the com box. Goes square. That's an interesting kick, actually. Must be roved while on knees, actually, by Thornton with little pressure. Out that ball comes to Ericsson. Drives the ball into the forward line. Where are the Rovers? Oh, Clayton. Now he's a chance. Now what's been given there?
Kicking in danger against the Killarney Vale defender there, Dave.
Thank you very much, Lucas. So Clayton, who missed with their snapshot, by the way, will have a second chance here. I was speaking to Tim Duval during the week, and Clayton and McGrath are in the RAF team of the century. Pretty amazing stat, isn't it? That's an amazing feat, both of them.
There you go.
Yeah, I was stunned by that. It's an extraordinary performance. And their mate Adam Grinier, who's not here for Nelson Bay, is deployed. He's a pilot in the RAF, and that's why he's not playing for Nelson Bay at the moment. I'll give a cheerio out to our veterans later on too, given that it was Anzac Day during the week. Scott Reid plotting things on the sideline. Aaron Clayton has missed. Tugs that one left. Nelson Bay 1-3-9. Killarney Vale yet to score. Lucas, just while that ball comes back in, a big cheerio to our servicemen, both currently in the services and those that have served before. Big day during the week, Anzac Day, wasn't it? We'll give them thanks for what they've done for our country and giving us the style of living that we used to.
Sure is, and
out of the square.
Yep.
So out the square there, decision. Ball's going to come back. Luke Price will probably take this ruck contest. Barton will stay out, and former Wally has. He stayed inside the square. So Price is nominated here. Basic error. Lucas Holmes, you've got to keep your feet inside that box.
You have. Your leading foot, your non-kicking foot has to stay off that kick-off line, Dave.
So it is Beckett and Price. Killarney Vale have got someone at the back door in that Jimmy Bartell position. What's it? Price! No. Shanks it. Ball still in play. Now out. Basie's got the big headband on. That must be a serious cut because it's quite a big, thick band. You're going to need to fix that at quarter time because it hasn't stayed. In the ball comes. 9 minutes gone. Nelson Bay up by 8 points. Price. Beckett wins that one clearly. Clayton with a lovely little give off to Eddie, who'll go try and centre that ball. Puts it up right to the hot spot or just near it. Reimer can't get his hands on it. Good result for the Bay there, Lucas, being so close to the goals.
Especially not giving away the point and the free kick to Killarney Vale, as it were, Dave.
Indeed. Oosterhoff in with battle with Price here. Price give that one to he got in front. Little stinky handball comes out. Price again tries to beat a tackle. Vasey backdoor Clayton. He's dangerous from there. Now, did he take the mark? John Sullivan said yes. Well done there by Barrett. Absolutely at the death, Lucas Holmes. Couldn't have been any closer to the line. Little short kick out here to Foster. Ball goes out of bounds, deep in the forward pocket. Haven't seen much of Killarney Vale's attacking prowess. It's all been Nelson Bay so far.
No, we haven't. Hasn't been past the half-forward flank for Killarney Vale. They're just... the Nelson Bay defenders are pushing up into making that wall on the centre line.
Banfield dragged out of that when he didn't have the football in his hands. Ball comes out, drops his head out. He's going to get a free kick for that. Matthew Dew's in there. Ball comes out, and away he goes. Lovely long right foot kick, but who to? Oh, makes a contest, fair enough. Barton over there trying to wrap up the scraps. Ben Eddy. Handball comes out. Billy Barton, who's left-handed and left-footed. Ball comes out there to Chris Eddy. Goes square, looking for Duval. Can't quite grab the mark. 1-on-2 out there. Bond's in there. He's a very handy player. Grace in his 100th. Can't quite get the footy. Tackle made. Ball, umpire's just blown his whistle. Fair enough. Bellman was away there, Lucas. Big solid player Ericsson is. Oosterhoff is getting his body in there, and he's done another good job and won that tap out. Ball in the centre. Mumford's at their hands and knees. Not coming out easily. At the bottom there is Thornton. Umpire says, I'll have it, thank you. 11 minutes gone, Lucas. Slowish start, really.
It is. We just need, from Killarney Vale's perspective, just a centre clearance to get their forward structure.
Indeed. Our ball comes out. That's one of the Eddie brothers. That's Jeremy, I think. Tapped away again. Snowy Clayton will go straight through that pack. No, looks for Thornton. Now they've got a clear possession. Ball comes out. 64's Millington. Long ball comes out the centre forward. Easy mark. Under opposed. Taken by Oosterhoff. Left foot kick comes out here. Reimer's in front. Can't quite get his hands on it. Looking for Jeremy Eddy. Ball, well done, Wells. He's put a lot of pressure on there. Reimer could have been tackled a bit low there, but out of bounds. Right down near our camera. You can see the conditions, ladies and gentlemen. The ground's in excellent nick after the dry weather we've had recently, and it's a superb day for footy. Very warm, but lovely. Whistle blown. Not sure what for here. Has Pat Lally called a shepherd out? He has. So Barton's got the benefit of that free kick. Oh, lovely pass. Should be taken by DeVal and is. DeVal playing up forward today, Louis. Goes foot square with a left footer. Finds his man in lots and lots and lots of room. It was Ericsson. Price at the back here. Gets a handball away. Can't quite take that football. Benetti. Price. He's got a good left foot. Benetti. Can he finish? He's 10 metres out. Yes, he does. Goal to Benetti and Nelson Bay. Ideal start for the Bay. Nelson Bay 2-3-15. Killarney Vale yet to score. We've gone 12.5 minutes elapsed time. Lucas Holmes.
Belmont 16-footer sailing club. Located on the picturesque Lake Macquarie, Belmont 16s is one of the premier venues in the Hunter region, offering the very best in dining, promotions and entertainment. For all the latest news and promotions, visit 16s.com.au or find us on Facebook, the home of the Black Diamond AFL.
Quite simple there. You can see the replay. Here it comes again. Left-hand handball out from Price. Benetti, really no more than 10 metres out. Straight over John Sullivan's head. Goal to Nelson Bay. Thank you. Great to have that replay device here. Paul, our executive producer, is going to have a lot of fun with that today, I'm sure. Cabillo there on your screen with Ryan Stanton. Up goes the ball. So Price has gone in the centre, wins that tap out superbly to Thornton. Hits him flying, which is what you want to see. Barton! Lovely mark. Too big, too strong. Barton's gone down forward to rest Lucas Holmes. Now he's a ruckman and he's at best even money with a kick from this distance.
That's what you want though with your resting big man up forward. Try hit the scoreboard at least, Dave, as Barton approaches.
He's got under that. However, he's kicked it. That is a goal to Billy Barton. Nelson Bay on a fly here. Nelson Bay 3-2-20. Killarney Vale yet to score. 14 minutes elapsed time. Lucas Holmes.
GE Industrial Solutions. GE Industrial Solutions, partnering with the mining community in the Hunter for the past 50 years, delivering safe and reliable electrical equipment and engineering services to our customers. Also proud sponsor of the BDAFL women's competition.
John Sullivan just crabs to his right slightly. Barton, here we go there. There's the kick. Gets under it a bit, but kicks it straight and true. Good result, Billy Barton. That's what you want for your resting, as Lucas Holmes was saying quite astutely. That's what you want from your ruckman. Patrick Lally. Oosterhoff that time gets over the top. Bellman in there, dragged out of it. Price tries to put a tackle on. That's the veteran Dane Amity, giving great service to this football club. Millington can't grab that one. He needs to be supported. Worried out of it by Cousins. Now what can he do? They're into the fight forwards for the first time. Handball. Here's a chance for Cabillo. Can he finish? Unfortunately, no. Out of bounds on the full. And Chris Eddy will take the kick deep in the back pocket. He actually had he had a step or two more, I thought, Lucas.
That's where your communication from your teammates comes right in. You often have more time than you often think when you're on the ball.
Mark in front, I think. Yes. Max Mumford. Looking at his options. Goes short. And finds Reed. Reed's a traditional old school forward. He will lead all day. We hope that his ankle's right. He's had a crook ankle for quite a long time. I know he's had some time in the hospital trying to get it fixed. So
we'll have a look at his kicking style here and see how he's going. So Scott Reid, the coach, will kick from no more than 30 metres. It is a long run up, but have a look whether the guy is on the mark. He's not that far away. So Reid, a good chance to put Killarney Vale's first major on here. Does not miss. Goal. Scott Reid, very important to keep Killarney Vale in touch. Killarney Vale 1 straight 6. Nelson Bay 3-2-20. Lucas Holmes.
Pullman Magenta Shores Resort. Pullman Magenta Shores Resort is an exceptional 5-star resort set on 52 acres on the New South Wales Central Coast. Nestled between the pristine waters of the Pacific Ocean, Tuggerah Lakes and surrounded by National Park, this resort offers guests everything. Impeccable service, amazing on-site facilities, sophisticated dining options, modern villa-style accommodation and spectacular event spaces. Also proud BD AFL charity partner.
Indeed they are. Replay there. Jake Lowe just had to go to his right a touch. Scott Reid did enough to get that through. Important goal to keep Killarney Vale in touch. Nelson Bay in front by 14 points. 16.5 minutes elapsed time gone. David Parsons with the football in the centre. And bouncing. Not a bad effort there. Just to the Ustav side. He gets the first touch. Good tackle by Price and Cabillo. Careful not to sling in there. And he's paid that as holding the ball. Port Cabillo didn't have too much opportunity. Anyway, it's the umpire's decision. We've got to back him. Ball comes out there. Duval gets a little toe to it. Coming straight through there with a left foot. Oh, straight onto the chest of Nancaro, who's away. Can they kick 2 in 30 seconds? They can't. Behind to Nancaro. Killarney Vale 1-1-7. Nelson Bay 3-3-21. Killarney Vale showing a bit here in the last couple of minutes. Lucas Holmes.
They are. They just need to keep the pressure of defensive inside 50s if they are to challenge Nelson Bay here.
Good call. He's going across goals. Lovely pass. In fact, Grace goes under it in front of Wells. And that will be a boundary throw in into the forward pocket. We have 17.5 minutes here gone at Dick Burwell Oval in the Hunter Vale Black Diamond Bar TV match of the round between Nelson Bay and Killarney Vale. The commentators Lucas Holmes and my name is David Redden. Now, whistle's been blown here. Has he given a free kick or cleared someone out? I think he's just making sure that the ruckmen are the correct people. So no free kick given. Reimer. Now that's number 7 is
Scott Reid.
Scott Reid. Has he kicked another one? He has. What a lovely snap by the coach. Reid 2 goals in 2 minutes. Killarney Vale right back in action, Louis. 2-1-13 trailing Nelson Bay 3-3-21. Lucas Holmes.
ISC has been at the cutting edge of designing and manufacturing apparel for elite sporting teams for over 20 years and are proud to be the official apparel partner of the Black Diamond AFL.
Indeed they are. Make some good gear, ISC. Here we go. Here's the replay. Reid a really good snap from a contest. Right-footed. Another one in traffic too. Very happy with the result, as you can see, the clenched fist. So Reid's kicked 2. He's got a height advantage there on Chris Eddy. That will be an interesting contest. If they can get the ball up one-on-one, Reid will do some serious... Have a look at that, Lucas. There's at least 3 or 4 inches there in height.
He's not a bad laid in to have, Scott Reid, is he?
Oh, given his football pedigree, mate, he's a very handy laid in. Patrick Lally with a footy. Infraction at the square. Who's got the kick, please, Lucas?
Lincoln McCauley has made the call and it's against Nelson Bay.
Okay, Ustav off to Dane Amity. At the back, Millington reads that beautifully and takes the mark on his chest unopposed. Goes with a long right foot kick and finds his man. I reckon that might be Price. It is. Price on the ball at the moment, is he? Comes down, he's done a lipsy doodle, gets onto his right foot. Driving right foot kick goes over Jeremy Eddy. Looking for Barton. Now Barton's away here. Should probably try and give this off to a rover. No, doesn't need to do it. Another goal, Billy Barton. So he's kicked 2 in his change time up front, which is very valuable for his team. Goal to Nelson Bay. Nelson Bay 4-3-27. Killarney Vale 2-1-13. I'll just check that score, Lucas, with the scorers. I mean, I think that could be 4-2-26. We'll just check with them in there. Anyway, Nelson Bay in front. I'll just get the scorers. Lucas, would you mind just checking with the scorers what the actual score is, please? We'll just get that on your screen itself. 4-3-27 is the score. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Lucas. So, terrific crumbing goal to Billy Barton. Luke Price on the ball here as the ball comes in back into the centre. Here's Barton. Picks up well for a big man. Little grubber kick does the job. Very happy Nelson Bay. They've answered 2 quick goals from Scott Reid. They're in front by 14 points. Oosterhoff just. Cabello straight through. Looks like a good play to me. Very balanced. Amity on his non-dominant. Ball comes out here. Straight through the middle. Price. Magnificent. And I mean magnificent to Benetti. Looks for Barton. Wow. Price makes such a difference on the ball because of his disposal skills, Lucas.
He's on his right side for the left foot of Billy Barton. Probably just a touch too far out, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't back him in necessarily from here.
Tell you what.
It's going to drop short. Touch just on the line. Good. Great call, Lucas Holmes. Nelson Bay, 4-4-28. Killarney Vale, 2-1-13. We've gone 21 minutes and 10 seconds. Short kick out. They've gone. Dispensed Lucas with the huddle. Out the ball comes to Harley Beckett. Beckett deep in the pocket. Will have to go long to the line, I reckon. Does exactly that. Cabello, no. Reimer couldn't quite get his hands on it. Jaden will be disappointed. He's had 2 chances at marks the last few minutes. Just quite couldn't grab on them. Usually has extremely clean hands. In fact, comes off for a rest, does the elite debut medalist from 216. Being an interchange with Cobb Thornton. Good game of footy so far. It's really got warmer as the quarter's gone along. Lucas Holmes.
It has been Killarney Vale have edged their way back into this contest.
Oosterhoff again. He's run very well in those contests. Dropping the ball, I reckon.
Holding.
Goodness gracious me. I thought that was a very fair tackle. Anyway, I'm not the umpire. Eddie tries to beat a tackle and does clearly. Not good enough from Hassel there in that situation. Need to put more of his body into it. But he couldn't kick through in a quarter, could he? Ben Eddie's got a chance here. I'll back him. And he's done it, I reckon. Yes, all clear given by the central umpire. Lovely snap, right-footed Ben Eddie. Very skillful are all 3 Eddie brothers. That's his second. Nelson Bay's 5th. Nelson Bay 5-4-34. Killarney Vale 2-1-13. We've got 22 and a half minutes. Lucas Holmes.
Prime 7. In 2017, Prime 7 has every big game, live and free. Coverage includes 4 games every round on 7, mate, including Friday and Saturday night and Sunday afternoons. Black Diamond AFL and Prime 7, your local AFL team.
And of course, last night on 7, made a wonderful game of football between the Giants and the Western Bulldogs at University of New South Wales Canberra Stadium in Canberra. Superb game of football.
It is almost a new rivalry at the moment, the Dogs and the Giants.
They're both very exciting.
Very young and very
young.
talented.
My word. Luke Price gets that one down. Ball comes out. Amity's in there. Doesn't quite get it kicked up. Beautifully tackled. Tapped out. Balling contest. Amity comes back for more. Well done. Ball on the ground now. Ball comes out. Luke Price, who's been absolutely superb in this quarter. Number 21 was Cal Bailey, down from the Orange Tigers Footy Club. The great boys. Oh, that's all over him, surely. No, not paid. Now, chance here. Vasey, is it? Just check on that goal kicker. I think it was Nathan Vasey. Certainly an easy goal there to Nelson Bay. Yeah, that's Vasey, Lucas Holmes. So a goal to Nathan Vasey with Nelson Bay now 6-4-40, kicking away. Killarney Vale 2-1-13. Lucas Holmes.
Star 104.5. Star 104.5 FM plays the music we all love and has proudly supported the Black Diamond AFL since 2005.
Great local channel on Star FM. Vasey's obviously had some work done to fix that cut-up because he was swayed in bandages earlier. So here we go. Easy kick, running into an open goal. Benetti gives him the high 10 and away Nelson Bay goes. So they've answered well. They've kicked the last 3 after Scott Reed kicked 2 goals in 3 minutes. Nelson Bay have kicked the last 3, 1, 2, 3 in a row. Barton, Benetti, Nathan Vasey. Back to 27 points in front. Just waiting for the football to come back into play. And umpire Dave Parsons, who's been bouncing it well this afternoon, Lucas. Gee, that's a skill. Bouncing football. Oh, I couldn't reach down that far. I just threw it. There we go. That's going to be whistled it back, I think. Yep, that's the first one that's gone errant. And we'll have a throw up now so that Oosterhoff and Barton get a fair crack at it. Clears out the play. Up it goes. Good high throw. Barton puts his body in. No one actually wins that one. Goes straight to the ground. Ball comes out. Bellman. Further on here to Thornton, who's stepped inside. Now that's DeVal, short handball. Jeremy Eddie dangerous there. Has got a left foot. Eddie! Couldn't quite get it on line. Just goes over Luke Price's head. Nelson Bay 6-5-41. Killarney Vale 2-1-13. There's not much answer to Luke Price around the ground. He has been superb in this first quarter, Lucas.
He has, and in the first game we covered against Warners Bay up here, he was very good as well, except got injured about halfway through that match.
Yes, did hyperextended a knee and came back next game, which is good. Good to see. I'm glad of that. He'll be important on the rep side. That football's shanked left-footed. Cabillo and Millington. Millington does the defender's thing. Can't quite get it. That is out now. So Millington, Cabillo, good contest there, right on centre wing, straight in front of us here in the com box. Nominated ruckman here will be Oosterhoff and Barton. Thornton's going back door and there's no one on him. If Barton can get the football to him, he's alone and unattended. No, couldn't do it. Ball comes out here. That's without the football, surely, to Hassel. Yep, head over the foot, he didn't have it. Dragged away. Hassel will take the kick. Cabillo's got the kick. No, it's got to be Hassel. Looks like a redhead. Yes, he is a ringer. Taking over from Marinette redhead. He's gone to the waffle this year from Killarney Vale. Left-footed Hassel. Goes as long as he can. Oh, easy mark there at the back. That was easy pickings. Unattended. Callum Bailey. Right-footed and short. Finds his man. Lovely kick to Thornton. Nelson Bay doing it reasonably comfortable at the moment. Another short pass. Finds Reimer. Hands are good this time. Goes square. Checks the kick and it's interfered with. Well done. Number 4 is Cousins. Bailey. And there's the foghorn at Nelson Bay to distinguish quarter time. Nelson Bay 6-5-41. Killarney Vale 2-1-13. Nelson Bay goal kickers Nathan Vasey 1, Luke Price 2, and doubles to Benetti and Billy Barton. And Scott Reid has both of Killarney Vale's goals. Lucas Holmes, just before we go to a commercial break, your thoughts?
Nelson Bay obviously came out raring, ready to go straight away. I thought Jeremy Eddy had been one of their best players in this first quarter. He was up, didn't have obviously not many shots on goal, but was delivering for the forwards to capitalise on for Killarney Vale. I think Scott Reid obviously kicking the 2 goals. Max Mumford was there and thereabouts, and Alex Wells, Dame Amity rather, and Harley Beckett were also pretty good. Dave.
Agree with that, Lucas. Ladies and gentlemen, that's quarter time. Nelson Bay up by 28. We'll come back with you shortly after a commercial break.
Dreaming you're the one I'm all about. Say the Havel H2. From just $23,990 drive away. Every drive is a surprise. Have it all.
Welcome back to Dick Bell Oval here on the Tamari Peninsula. Lucas Holmes, history in the Black Diamond AFL GE Women's Competition. Would you like to read the score between, and we'll go through the other scores later on at half time, but we have history in the women's competition. Lucas Holmes, tell us more.
Thank you. The women's game between Singleton and Muswellbrook. Singleton recording their first ever win in the GE Women's Competition. 8 goals, 15-63, defeating Muswellbrook, no score.
To all of the people involved at Singleton, President Nadine McBride, and all of the officials there, Paul Kelly, who's a very good man, he's on the board of the league. Everybody at Singleton Footy Club, sincere congratulations from us on your first ever win in this competition. Fantastic. Have a great night tonight and celebrate. Nelson Bay here, 6-5. Killarney Vale 2-1. Yeah, another quick score from the Cup before bounce up at quarter time, Lucas. Terrigal Avoca 4-3-27. Cardiff 3-3-21. That game's got the portent of being a beauty. Away we go here. There's the foghorn. And we're away in the second quarter. Nelson Bay up by 21. Oosterhoff, no one gets it one. They bump it out the way. Cabello with a little short right foot kick comes out. Turns on that one. Bailey just gets a handball out. Backed up beautifully by, I think that was 26. Reed! Oh, what a great mark. Calvin Bond was the kicker. What a grab. Reed is looking on today, Lucas Holmes. That was an excellent piece of work.
It sure is. The delivery was first class and so was the mark, Dave. 2 grabs.
And it was a contested mark because he was put under all sorts of pressure. Reed for his third. Deliberate. And away we go. Doesn't move John Sullivan. That's another goal to Scott Reed. So Scott Reed, 3 goals in a quarter and in the quarter and 49 seconds. Killarney Vale 3-1-19. Nelson Bay 6-5-41. Lucas Holmes.
Bar TV Sports. Bar TV Sports specialise in the live streaming and broadcasting of local sport, including the Black Diamond AFL. Bar TV Sports, making your game the main game.
And a big cheerio to our executive producer Paul, our cameraman Clay and Josh today doing a great job. Guys, best in the business. Bar TV. 22 points. Killarney Vale need a strike again. Here's a replay. Kicks nice and straight and true. Lovely kicking action he's got. And that ball goes straight over the umpire's head. So, Patrick Lally to Oosterhoff and Barton. Again, they're knocking each other out the way. Jeremy Eddy reads it but doesn't have good hands. 31 is West. Get that ball comes out toward Thornton. Puts the fend on. Does the Dusty Martin. Left foot kick. Doesn't really kick it to anyone of his own team, and in fact kicks it to the advantage of Greentree from Killarney Vale. Gets that football out, just goes over Cabello's head. Crashing through there was Brandon Grace, I think. No, it was actually Thornton again. Facey's got the ball here. Number 12 is Bailey. Puts a good tackle on. Comes out again. Here they go. Oh, lovely step by Ericsson. Really good. Straight down the combox flat. Reimer staying down. Ball called out of it by Duval, who hasn't had much of the footy today, and over that ball goes. Duval picks it up after a scrubby little Oosterhoff kick. We've gone 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Lucas Holmes.
Already more competitive around the ball and trying to get the stoppages inside 50, Killarney Vale.
Agreed. Oosterhoff a right hand to that one. Jeremy Eddy left alone. Dangerous play that is. Up towards Belmont now. Whistle given. Downfield free kick, I reckon. And it's on behind. Vasey's just run straight over the protagonist there, who was Broadbent. I reckon Broadbent's going to come and give him an nice old shoulder. No, he doesn't. Ball out in front of Ben Eddy. And Ben Eddy takes a simple mark. Probably going to kick Lucas from 35, I reckon. Does that seem about right?
Yeah, 35 is about right. On a slight angle, nothing too outrageous to speak of, though.
And no breeze here on a picture-perfect day at Port Stephens. It is beautiful here today. Actually, I was talking to you earlier on. It'd be nice to go and have a bowl and a bat today. It's cricket sort of weather. It's just glorious here. Ben Eddy. Under it a bit, I thought. Jake Lowe, Lucas Holmes. Doesn't move, mate. Ben Eddy is third, so he's having a big impact on this game so far. Nelson Bay 7-5-47. Killarney Vale 3-1-19. Lucas Holmes.
The entertainment grounds on the Central Coast. The entertainment grounds has quickly established itself as the premier events location on the Central Coast. The entertainment grounds is an indoor and outdoor multi-purpose community facility for functions, events, festivals, weddings, exhibitions, as well as horse racing.
Great spot. I'll be there tomorrow morning, going to Gosford Farmers Markets with the bride tomorrow morning. It's a great setup there at the Farmers Markets. There really is high quality stuff. So, Ben Eddy's kick. I thought he got under it a bit, but again, just like Barton in the first quarter, he kicked it truly. Good bounce there from Parsons. Excellent. Favours Oosterhoff, who gets a tap down, but to no one. Barton almost got pinged. Just got it away. Jeremy Eddy sensibly doesn't go to the head. Runs straight through. Very well picked up. Cabillo at the back looks a likely customer. Very well done by Bellman. Gets that ball out. Clayton, who's been quiet. Ball bounces at right angles. Ben Elliott, can he pick his fourth? No. He's there and thereabouts. They've got to get rid of that football. Price has a tackle on. Umpire says, gone. Well, hard to argue. I'm sorry. It was flat on the ground. Didn't seem to be making any attempt. And Price put an effective tackle on. The umpire really didn't have a choice, Lucas Holmes. You're our umpiring expert.
He didn't. And under the new interpretations, that is holding the ball, and that's what exactly was paid.
Luke Price should put away his second. He's a good professional footballer. He's kicking from just outside the square. Expect this one to go straight over Joe Clo's head. And does. Another goal, Luke Price, after a good tackle there in a dangerous area. Nelson Bay 8-5-53, Killarney Vale 3-1-19, Lucas Holmes.
Sports Coast Trophy and embroidery. Sports Coast Trophy, the leading supplier of trophies and embroidery on the Central Coast. Also proud supporters of the Black Diamond AFL.
They are indeed. Simple goal there to Luke Price on replay. Love that circular replay device. That's a crack on floor. It really is. It's great to watch it in replay. So, Patrick Laley's sitting there waiting for the football to come to him. I think he'll be the throwing umpire here. Yes, he will. Lucas, I might get you at halftime. Just go and confirm the umpire 32 for me, please, if you wouldn't mind.
Yep.
If that's okay. Pat Laley has the footy. And away we go. Price under the ball this time with Oosterhoff. Another centre for infraction. Whose kick is it this time? Second time today that Oosterhoff's got the kick. Got to be better with their discipline, Nelson Bay. That is not good enough at this level of football. Simple kick to a good lead from Burleitner, who's been quiet so far. We'll try and get him. Kicks that a long way. Reads in front! He is a menace at the moment. He's too big for Chris Eddy, Lucas Holmes. Way too big. As we said earlier on, he's just gone back 2 steps and kicks the goal. So 4 goals. All of Killarney Vale's goals to Scott Reid. Killarney Vale 4-1-25. Nelson Bay 8-5-53. Nelson Bay have to look at this because Reid, in fact, he's coming off now for a spell. So they do have a matchup problem. Chris Eddy is just not tall enough to handle an experienced centre-half forward, full forward like Scott Reid. Reid's probably going to look after himself today and give himself a few breaks. Simple kick. And Killarney Vale hanging on. They're down by 28. Onto the field comes Jack Nancaro to go up front to give Reid a rest, who's out in front of us at the moment. Doesn't appear to be injured. Louis?
They just need to get some consecutive goals together. We saw that Reid kick 2 in 3 minutes and Nelson Bay kicked the next 3. So they just need to get some consecutive goals together, rather.
Agreed. But the loose Price that time gets a lovely tap down. Right foot kick comes out. Clayton in front, gets beaten by the overfoot. He comes back, gets more. Very well read by Mumford. Left foot kick out. Ball drops short. Reimer's there. Can't quite get his hand to football. Oh, tackle. Not quite completed on Cabillo. How he's got that football out, I do not know. Ball down to Millington. He's got a step. Looks up for a handball, which is poor, but beautifully picked up by Cal Bailey. Goes with the right foot kick. Price unmarked, which is unforgivable. Centre wing. Goes short. Again finds an unmanned player. That's West. Goes to the right foot kick. Looking for... Oh, couldn't... Jeremy Eddy flew very high over his brother, who's feeling that in the middle of his back. Thanks, bro. 28-point lead, Nelson Bay. Lucas Holmes.
They have class all over the ground, Nelson Bay, which you can't leave players of the class of Luke Price or Jaden Reimer or the Eddy brothers open with 10 or 15 metres of space around them.
Yes, it's very hard for Oosterhoff. Oosterhoff is a true ruckman. Price is not. He's a very tall ruck rover. Free kick given against Billy Barton there for a push out. Ball going to Tim Oosterhoff, who will always give you 100%. He's actually quite a good player, Oosterhoff. He's always in Killarney Vale's best players. Right foot kick, call to play on. Looking for and finding Cabillo, although he drops at the last minute. Ball goes out into the Daintree Forest over there on the far side. Louis, you were umpiring this morning. Just quickly, that Newcastle #1 in very good nick.
I was about to say that before. It looked absolutely superb. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to train on that too much, the boys at Newcastle City, but because of that, the ground is in superb nick.
Good underfoot, nice and firm.
Beautiful, Dave.
Great to hear. We'll be there soon. Thornton, handball out. That's Vasey. Can he get past? No, he can't. That's gone. That's an excellent tackle by Barrett. Should have been paid. Killarney Vale have got the football here, out wide. Tapped out. Well done. Good defence. Grace in and under. Could have been paid over the shoulder. There's your umpire's decision. Got it right on the money. In perfect position, that umpire. And umpires, we think it's Darryl Luck. Ball comes out. Poor kick, really. Goes out in front of Mumford. Forward pocket. Nelson Bay up by 28 points. We've gone 9.5 minutes. Lucas?
Still not out of it yet, Killarney Vale. If they kick the next few, they're well in striking distance. They just need to slow the scoring rate, which has been fairly high of late, of Nelson Bay.
Yep. Agreed. Mumford with the football. Don't know how he got it out, but it gets sprung out of there. Low down is Bailey with the headband. He's conspicuous. Ben Eddie was in there. There he is again, the barrel-chested Eddie. Oh, good body use work by Barton. He gets dispossessed, comes back again. Now he's over that footy. That's Ben Eddie. Has he kicked his fifth? He has not. Gone near side. Point Nelson Bay. Nelson Bay 8-6, Killarney Vale 4-1. We have gone just over 10 minutes of elapsed time here in the Hunter Vale Black Diamond Cup Bar TV match of the round from Dick Burwell Oval. Hope you're enjoying your coverage via YouTube and via Facebook.
Just waiting for the ball to be retrieved from the forest in the back, as you say, Dave.
Indeed. It is a forest up there. Okay, kick out coming. They've gone huddle and they've gone. He's kicked it straight down the middle. Reimer's got the sit, couldn't quite grab it. Ball comes out. That is Callum Bailey. Luke Price, scrubby left foot kick, and actually, no, he's paid that as a half volley, so no mark. Thornton's unattended. Goes with a right foot kick right to the hot spot. Who's under it? Oh, almost out. Jeremy Eddy butters up for more. There again, and that's a behind. Nelson Bay 8-7, Killarney Vale 4-1. 11 minutes gone. Leading by 5 straight goals are Nelson Bay. Lovely mark, Barrett. Goes with the left foot kick now. Cabello's free out here. Grace is going to put pressure. He's gone to ground when he didn't need to. Off the ball comes to Hassel. Left footed down that line. Touched by Nelson Bay. Ball in play. Lovely little handball over, looking for Mumford. No, it doesn't end up lovely because it doesn't find its man. Gets that ball out. Number 4 is Brandon Cousins. Little ball out, trying to find Amity. No such luck. Ericsson interferes. He's going to come square and looking for and finding DeVal unattended. He won't miss that. He's got an excellent pair of hands. Could have been a 50-metre free kick for infraction, I think, Lucas Holmes. Yep. That's the correct decision.
In front of the mark, did not call play on the umpire Parsons.
Thank you. So, where is the Nelson Bay player? Can he take the kick? I'm not sure if he's aware of it at the moment. Oh, here's DeVal's got the footy now, is he? Now he's got to come in the mark. It didn't get called right around. Great pass. Lovely work to Vasey, who's got the man bun working. Now he's going to be outside 50. He'll be looking for someone to drop in the slot. Someone will go back door if I know Nelson Bay. And someone will come at the front. Luke Price. He is having a picnic, Lucas Holmes. He's actually, this is the best I've seen him play. He played a superb game in defence for the Black Diamond Football League in Wagga last in the rep game. But he is moving as freely as I've seen him. And he doesn't appear to have an ideal matchup, to be quite honest with you.
It's been good to see him moving freely, as we've seen and we've heard, and we've said a fair bit. He's had a fair amount of injuries over the past 2 seasons as his slow and deliberate approach from about 35 metres. And he kicks a goal.
Jake Lowe just moved to his left. Another goal to Luke Price. That is his 3rd. Nelson Bay are 9-7-61. Killarney Vale 4-1-25. Lucas J. Holmes.
Where am I? Marksman Workforce. Marksman Workforce has been a great supporter of the Black Diamond AFL since 2016.
Indeed they have. And again, another cheerio out to the Singleton Roosters ladies side who had their first win this afternoon at Wirraman Field in Muswellbrook, where it's Nathan Duncan Memorial Shield Day in Wirraman Field. There's the goal going through. Kids at the back don't quite grab the ball. So good to see. Now it's Muswellbrook's turn to get a win in the next couple of weeks, I think, Lucas. So back into the centre. Barton's back on duties. No one again. These two are really working hard at each other. Bailey gets the ball out of the centre. Grace is worried out of that. Burleitner. He's a lightly framed play, not a big fellow. Should be nice and whippy then. Tap the ball out. Yes, correct decision there by Burleitner. Get that out. Grace pushes his man fair square in the back and isn't called. Ericsson's in trouble if he can't. He does get rid of it with through body strength. Goes with a long right foot kick to Thornton. Tapped out in front. That's Matthew. He's been actually quite quiet. He's been quiet today, Lucas. Dane Amity called out of that one and mark taken by Ericsson. Will look to go square, not for the first time today. Jaden Reimer, centre half back. Clayton's on down this wing. That's dangerous. He's a very good deliverer. Oh, no. Put under lots of pressure. Well done, Killarney Vale. Ball comes out. 16. Couldn't quite grab that number. Bailey's in there trying to get Shepherd out for Grace. He's got to get rid of that foot. He's gone to ground. Umpire clearly says, I'll have it, thank you. At the bottom of the pack, making a good effort, Jack Nancaro. Looking for the nominated ruckman. I think it's Reimer this time. Was beaten by Ustav, as you would expect. Ball comes out, Bailey, little short
throw.
Was, but he's got it to Reimer. Reimer, lovely step. He's got good balance. Oh, great mark by DeVal, just going to his left. Well done, Jaden Reimer, out of a difficult situation. Price at the back. He's in front now. Now, can he stay on his feet? He's got him for pace. If this is his fourth, no, he shanked it. I reckon that's out of bounds on the full. It is. Just one step off being balanced, he was.
Just got the belly of the ball instead of the end to work it round.
Indeed, and he's kicked it a long way out of bounds on the full. It's like me hitting a golf ball. I hit him that far right every time. It's not fun. It's not good when your wife hits the ball straighter than you. Anyway, little short right foot kick comes out. Cabillo, who's very lively, looks like he's got excellent endurance. Looks like a really traditional rover, Lucas Holmes. Impressed with him. Goes about 45-minute kick, but intercepted by Ericsson, who has 4 goes at it and picks it up on the 4th go. Short. Price unattended again. Don't know who's got Price outside the 50-metre arc, Lucas. I just do not know. Jeremy Eddie's got the football. Now, he's inside 50, and knowing Jeremy Eddie, he'll probably have a crack at this. He hasn't got on the mark today, and his brother's got 3, so he won't want to be out-kicked by his brother. He'll end up kicking from about 42 or 43 up. Let's have a look at the goal umpire. I reckon that's another one. It is. The high 10s are coming in from left, right and centre. Goal, Jeremy Eddie. And Nelson Bay, 10-7-67. Now starting to put some gap between them and Killarney Vale. Killarney Vale 4-1-25. Lucas Holmes.
Subway Morisset. Subway Morisset is open 7 days a week, breakfast, lunch and dinner. Trading hours 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Support local businesses. Subway, eat fresh.
My colleague Lucas Holmes and I will be giving out, announcing our Subway, Morisset and Bar Petite players of the day at the end of today's game. The Bar Petite award will go to a Nelson Bay player and the Subway Morisset to a Killarney Vale player. Ball back in the centre. Umpire Parsons bounces and it stays in the circle. Ball goes straight over Barton's head. Vasey with a handball out. Reimer fast handball out. Another one from Barton gets that ball out and nutmegs Eddie. Comes out, put it out straight through. Well done, Barrett. That's Mumford. Correction, it's not Mumford. That is Calvin Bond. I do beg your pardon, Cal. Ericsson in front, Carcocker, but Cabillo's sitting there poaching. Now, who's he going to look for now? Reed's back on. Reed's got the sit. That's going to go over his head, I think. It does. Not quite accurate enough there. Killarney Vale a point. 4-2-26, Nelson Bay 10-7-67. We've gone 17 minutes. Ball comes out there. Quick kick in. Ericsson, who's done a lot of work in this second quarter. Matthews got that ball right out in front of the hammer pit. Ball comes to the centre. Who's that to? Oh, lovely mark, Thornton. Good mark over his head. Quickly out to Jeremy Eddie. Not some pretty ordinary marking at the moment. Eddie, Luke Price again. He really doesn't have a match-up. He's if this keeps going, he could kick 7, 8, 9 the way it's going, Lucas, if he stays in the forward arc for most of the day.
He's probably been their best on ground, I think, so far, Luke Price. And obviously a few multiple goal kickers, and Billy Barton and Jeremy Eddie have been good, but I think Luke Price has been the pick of the bunch so far.
For mine, he's been the best player on the ground by a significant amount in the first half. I agree with you. So, Price, he has a slow run-up, watching for the goal umpire. He's moved slightly, but no. Another goal, Luke Price, who is showing signs of kicking a bag today. Nelson Bay, 11-7-73, with Luke Price's 4th goal in the first half. Killarney Vale 4-2-26. Lucas Holmes.
Hunter Haval. Looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval and the range of affordable SUVs. Starting from just $23,990, drive away with a 5-year warranty and 5 years roadside assistance. Hunter Haval, give you more. Book your test drive today.
The fluid kicking motion of Luke Price perfect on display. The umpire, Jake Lowe, just shuffles to his right. Ball goes through. Price back into the centre bounce here. Patrick Lally. Well done, Oosterhoff. Vasey taps that ball back forwards. Reimer's got a chance here, no. Oh, interesting tactics by Barrett. Goes to Zlatan Ibrahimovic and gets the ball out. It's effective eventually. Unless that ball goes out, it does. Hopefully that's not played deliberate. It's not. We've gone 19 and a quarter minutes into the second quarter. Nelson Bay up by 47 points. Lucas?
You just said Luke Price going on the ball. You see at the Nelson Bay attacking end, Billy Barton resting at full forward.
Yes, we'll talk about tactics in the half-time. I'll remember something from last year that they seem to be mirroring. Amity goes straight through, drops it, gets a tap out. Ball comes out. That was Riley. Price held to him, and no free kick given. Well done by Cousins. Another ruck contest. Price is in. Oosterhoff again, I think. Oosterhoff's in really good tap touch. He's doing very well. Not 15. Ball comes out here. Little right foot kick eventually finds DeVal, who'll step through that gap, I'd imagine. Goes short. Finds his man, Jeremy, who should have marked that. Gets the ball out here, left-hand handball. Clayton's alone. Little short right foot kick is picked off, actually.
Touch ball play on.
It was touch, was it?
Yep.
I didn't hear that contact. DeVal has the sit and takes a good mark over. Well, Simpson's not supposed to be out there, but anyway, that's his number. Ball comes out here. Amity's sitting at the back. Just gets that ball away. Thornton's got a chance to make him pay for that error. He has. Goal, Todd Thornton, his first goal of the day. Oh, it's a bit of a skirmish here. Lucas, I just want to see if the goal umpires wave those flags. So they have. So there's a skirmish at just next to centre half forward. The goal's been given. So Nelson Bay at 12-7, Carnival 4-2. At the bottom of his Vasey, with no surprise, he doesn't take a backward step. And there is another blood rule. This is Vasey. He's reopened a cut there, if that's Vasey again. So Vasey's going to come off and be replaced by Bellman.
Doesn't have to wait for the play with the blood rule to come off.
Sorry, I shouldn't have that. Yeah, correct. They can calculate as soon as he makes those cross hands. Now, what happens here, there's there, just at the corner of the screen there where the player's down, there they are right there. So, Amity appeared to be at the bottom of that contest. Yeah, that's Amity, you can tell by the haircut. And Vasey on top, so two pretty hard nuts there. Oosterhoff with a terrific right foot tap. Gets that ball down. Reed, they're sitting out. No, they're not going to let him mark this on his own. Bailey went up. Reed's at the back there, trying to get a tackle. Bailey with a headband. In between his legs, Patrick Lalla says, I'll have it. I can smell food. Oh, when you score here at Nelson Bay at halftime, ladies and gentlemen, you get a lovely little hot feed. It's just been brought into the room. Fantastic. Love coming here. Chris Eddy, handball out. Jaden Reimer is away. Careers downfield, trying to find, but no, he can't. Well done by a Beckett there in stopping Barton. Good tackle, or is that going to be paid pushing him out? In fact, over the shoulder. Just a bit high from Barton. Harry's got the footy. Left-footed. Oosterhoff gets the football in front of Matthew. Wheels around. He's been called a play on now. He went off sideways. Shanks the kick. Yes, exactly. Jeremy, he's got a chance here. See if he has cleaner hands than last time he does. He's been told to move on. DeVal puts a good shepherd on. Uses a left-hand handball, which is very helpful. And goes straight over the head of Matthew Jews. Now, Barton and Jews are there. Jews is roving. He's got a 1-on-2 here. And the other player is Jordan Carrick. Good tackle by Jews, though. And has been paid. So, very good endeavour there. Second effort by Matthew Jews, Lucas Holmes.
That's what they're after. Not just your one effort, you're done. 2, 3 efforts, sometimes even 4. It's well done there. Matt Jews, probably been their best play so far over the first 4 rounds, Matt Jews.
He's been very consistent, hasn't he, since he's been put on the ball this year. Tough angle here. Let's have a look. Out of bounds in the full, I think. In fact, not even close to the post, so clearly out of the full. Nelson Bay up by 53 points here. We're almost at the end of the first half. When we come back after our halftime break, we'll read some scores through and have a bit of a chat about things. Matthew Juice has intercepted that kick, and he's well within kicking distance and has a better angle to play with Lucas. I think he's going to take a shot. Most Rovers would. Yeah. So, Matthew for a better angled shot. Let's see how he goes with this one. Don't think he's kicked that. He's missed that as well. Behind Matthew Jews. Nelson Bay 12.880, Killarney Vale 4.226, and we've gone 24 minutes by the time this ball gets kicked in.
Bit of a huddle again from both sides.
Yes, so Nelson Bay have outriders here in front of us. The huddle, now they're looking like they're going to come to us. They're waiting, and now they go. He's going to go straight down the centre. Thornton in front. He's got a good pair of hands. That tactic's not working. Thornton now will be kicking from right on, in almost just outside 50, I would suggest, when he kicks it. Or right on 50. I think this will push him. Now, Price is in the danger area. Doesn't appear to have a clear matchup. Here goes someone back to him now. That's Beckett.
Thornton's nearly gone back to the centre circles here, Dave.
Yes, he's got to run up longer than Dennis Lilly here. He's got good momentum. He's going to kick from inside the square, just right on the square. He's got a fair bit of that. Not going to make the distance at the back. Now, has that gone out or is it behind? Behind. Off Jeremy in his hands. Nelson Bay 12.9, 81. Killarney Vale 4.226, 25 minutes gone. Lucas.
Killarney Vale haven't been bad. They've just let the key players of Luke Price probably get out of hand a bit too much as the ball is kicked in about 55 metres on the fly.
But, no, that's a throw. Should have been paid. Another good tackle made, but Barton should have been free kicked the ball. Lovely kick downfield. Reed's on a 1-on-2. Oh, gee, he's got a good pair of hands, this bloke. He really should go back and take a kick, although Burlight is on his own. Good discipline there from West, who's come back to pick up Burlightner. But Reed's going to kick from 40 metres out for his 5th goal of the first half. Lucas Home.
5th goal for the half and fifth goal for Killarney Vale. Has kicked all 4 so far.
Would be an unbelievable performance in the first half. Waiting on the goal umpire. He's just moved a touch. And the decision is...
Doesn't matter.
Oh, goodness me. 5 goals, Scott Reed. What a superb virtuoso performance in the first half. So Reed kicks his and Killarney Vale's 5th goal. Killarney Vale 5-2-32. Nelson Bay 12-9-81 with Monique Madalena in shot there. Star player for Killarney Vale's women's side, who just went down to Nelson Bay in a cracking game of football this morning, Lucas. Nelson Bay were pushed all the way by the Bombers.
Would have been good to see this morning. There's been a fair few good games in the GE women's competition so far. It'll be great in a few weeks when we have the Women's Day #1 sports ground again.
I can't wait. Big day. 6 days of football. So
6 games.
6 games of footy. Will be Gary Birkinshaw will be coming into commentary as well. Our league operations manager will be sharing that. 6 is a bit too much in the one day, I think, Lucas. Even for someone like me that could talk underwater with a mouthful of marbles. Okay, off we go. The Barton gets that tap down just with the edge of his left hand. Reimer puts a tackle on Bailey, and there's the siren. So, Nelson Bay 12-9-81, Killarney Vale 5-2-32 at half time. Goal kickers for Nelson Bay: Nathan Vasey a single, Luke Price 4, Ben Eddy 3, Tom Thornton 1, Jeremy Eddy 1, Billy Barton 2. And for Killarney Vale, Scott Reed, a superb performance. 5 goals in the first half. Lucas Holmes, a brief summation from you before we go to a break.
We talked a bit. We talked a bit throughout that quarter. Just lulled a bit. Nelson Bay just outclassed. Just a few plays. Luke Price, obviously, the Eddy brothers, Matt Jews, just been Billy Barton as well, but just been too good.
They have so far. 49 points at half time is an accurate précis of the game. That's all from us for the first half, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the scores there. Nelson Bay 81 to Killarney Vale 32, a 49-point gap. We'll be back with you after some important messages and our halftime break.
It's a surprise when you open the door. When you open your eyes, a little smile, it turns my whole world inside out. Little touch and I'm yours. Tell me you can be mine. It's like I'm dreaming, you're the one. The Havel H2 from just $23,990 drive away. Every drive is a surprise. Every day. Have it all.
Be a part of the Black Diamond AFL, where 13 clubs are all vying to win Australia's oldest sporting trophy, the Black Diamond Cup. Where the players jump higher, kick longer, run faster, and do the impossible. Not once, but twice.
So I played for Eastlake Demons in AFL Canberra.
Played Gosford Juniors.
I played with Killarney Vale. I missed playing Oz kick. I just skipped straight to, I think it was under 9s. I think I started playing then. And then played my whole junior career there.
Played NTFL for the Tracy Village Razorbacks.
The Maitland Juniors.
Muswellbrook was my first senior club.
I started playing when I was 8, playing with Nelson Bay Marlins Juniors.
I played for Launceston Blues down in Tasmania.
Singleton Juniors. Juniors for the entrance Better Bay.
Warners Bay Juniors.
Wild Lakes Juniors. Just junior football with Terrigal Avoca, although I do have a little bit of a rugby league background from 7 to 12 years of age.
The best thing about playing in the Black Diamond is the sort of local feel you get at matches. There's some really good rivalries that have built up the last few years, and you really feel that at the ground.
I think it's a challenging competition. There's a lot of diversity, and I enjoy it.
It's a good, fun environment, and everyone's really good.
I think it was a pretty close comp last year. There's like 6 teams that could have made finals, so that's pretty good.
Better travel and better quality teams.
I love how competitive all the teams are in the Black Diamond. All the little rivalries give it that competitive edge.
The community side of things, I come up here without knowing anybody, and now I've got 60 close friends.
City spirit, just obviously we're fierce rivals once we cross that white line, but after the game's over, we're more than happy to have a beer with each other and get around each other.
I guess the variety of teams from the coast to Newcastle.
The rivalry with Cardiff.
It's always different, ever improving.
The big family is a big family. Play the rep game. I enjoyed that.
Definitely the minor premiership.
Playing highlight would have to be winning the Elite Davies medal.
Winning best on ground in our grand final that we won.
The grand final, and also winning the best and fairest in the league. Winning the grand final and best on ground for it.
Winning the best and fairest.
I won a memorial medal for a mate I lost, so that was special.
Best player in the Black Diamond, it's pretty hard to go past James Webster from Terrigal. He's just a really classy midfielder.
James Webster.
Right now, Rick White.
Sammy Weller, he plays the Lake Macquarie Dockers, and he's the fastest bloke I've ever seen.
I think Courtney Knight.
I'd have to say my teammate, Bowie Harris.
Anthony Baker.
I'd have to say Jimmy Webster.
James Webster, Elliot David medalist ×3, and best on ground performance in the grand final. It's pretty hard to beat. Rick White.
Webby.
I'll go to Beatty. It's pretty strong.
Hard to go by, but I'd have to say James Webster. His ability to read the play and win the footy and then execute is one of the main reasons.
Probably be playing City in the grand final. We've just got a lot of depth, and I'll be surprised if they're not in there.
Maitland.
Newcastle City.
Singleton.
I'd have to say probably Singer. They are the defending champs.
I'll go Maitland.
Hopefully Terrigal. Don't really like them, so it'll be good.
Terrigal.
Terrigal Avoca.
Terrigal Avoca.
Terrigal.
Terrigal or Newcastle City out of there, but I'd have to go with probably Killarney Vale, I reckon.
It's going to be a tough one. I do like the look of Nelson's Bay though. I think they've been building for a couple of years, and I think they'll be cherry ripe this year.
I am Cardiff.
I am Gosford.
I am Killarney Vale.
I am Lake Macquarie.
I am Maitland.
I am Muswellbrook.
I am Nelson Bay. I am Singleton.
I am Terrigal Avoca.
I am the entrance Better Bay.
I am Warners Bay.
I am Wild Lakes.
I am Newcastle City.
I am Singleton.
We are the Black Diamond AFL.
Oh, that's Price. You can tell by the way he driver.
Join a Black Diamond AFL club today and watch the Stars come out to play.
Baker finished. Oh, yes, he can.
And comes out full chested. Gets there, looks the handle of it, comes to Webster. Webster from 40. Out he comes.
Welcome back to Dick Burwell Oval in Nelson Bay. And just an update for you from Hilton Moore Oval in East Gosford. And toward the end of the second quarter, Terrigal Vocas 9-10-64, Cardiff 6-4-40. And of course here it's Nelson Bay 12-9-81 to Killarney Vale 5-2-32. Lucas, I'll do a bit of a run through of scores with you while we wait for the players to come out of their change rooms. In Black Diamond Plate, Wayne Cave moved a little bit earlier today to accommodate a music festival. Maitland 12-8-80 to Newcastle City 5-8-38. In reserve grade, Terrigal Avoca defeated Cardiff by 36. Lucas Holmes is grinning like a Cheshire cat as his reserve grade from Warners Bay defeated Newcastle City, their Newcastle rivals, by 29 points. So are you happy with that one?
That's good. Good to bounce back after a loss last week.
Indeed, after being kind of fixed you up. Killarney Vale 28-point winners over Nelson Bay here. Lake Macquarie, good solid 37-point win over Gosford at Adcock Park, so that's a very good win for the Dockers. Wyong Lakes 111-25 winners over Singleton, very comfortable. Lucas, would you mind reading out just the brief summation of the women's scores, please, all of them? Yeah,
I shall. Women's competition, Warners Bay 15 goals 15, 105, defeating the Newcastle Novas 1 goal 3-9. Here at Dick Burwell Oval, Nelson Bay 4 goals 8-32, defeating in a tight one Killarney Vale 2 goals 3-15. At Adcock Park, Gosford 13 goals 10-88, defeated Lake Macquarie 3 straight kicks 18. At Don Small Oval, Wyong Lakes 4 goals 10-34, defeating Cardiff 4 goals 5-29. At Max McMahon Oval at Rutherford, Maitland 1 goal 4-10, being defeated by Newcastle City 23 goals 14-152. And as we touched on at the start of the second quarter, Singleton winning the first ever game in the women's division, beating Musselburgh 8 goals 15-63 to no score.
It is worth noting the start of the season that the Newcastle City women's side have had. They have been unbelievable in the first 4 games. Yes, they've had a pretty good draw, but they've been sides by 130 every week, 140. It's been remarkable. Be very interesting to see what happens when they come up against a side with really good defensive touches like Nelson Bay. But at the moment, they're playing superb football, just compelling, and they've certainly bounced back from the disappointment of last year's grand final.
But about to say that Newcastle City Nelson Bay has been the grand final matchup for the past few seasons, so it'll be very interesting to see when those two sides face each other once again.
I had a catch up with Pippa Smythe after play today, and we both agreed that Nelson Bay need to start scoring big scores. They continually stop teams and keep them to 1, 2, 3 goals. But if they're going to defend their premiership, they need to find more avenues to goal to start kicking the 9, 10, 12, 15 goals that'll get them home in every game.
Yeah, and I don't think it was very well documented, but they did have the Hassel sisters are not playing this year, so they have lost 2 of their better players in the off-season.
That's correct. They've gone back to live in Canada, which is where they're from. Laney in particular, who just the blinding speed and athleticism, and Allison was a very solid player as well. However, they've still got their better players in Balcombe and Steen and Astley and Smythe herself, Kate Holland. They've still got the basis of a very good football side, that's right. But no, women's competition going great guns. And we've got rep footy coming in a couple of weeks. 2 games, Lucas, we're going to be calling on Saturday the 20th of May. And they are the Black Diamond Football League playing against the Sydney AFL. Lucas and I have the privilege of calling those for you at 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock on the day, and we called some rep footy at Passage Road last year. Can't wait to get into some rep footy again, Louis. It'd be really good.
Be very good, as you said, but off air at Adelaide Street Oval, the home of Killarney Vale. Very good, nice ground there. They've done all the drainage.
It's a proper football ground. Killarney Vale, great spot to call from. People that know their footy, it's just a good place to be. That and Newcastle are really good places to be. This game's been, unfortunately, Killarney Vale don't appear to have matchups for a few Nelson Bay players, and that's costing them. Luke Price has had an absolute day out. He must have got 20 touches in the first half, and if the longer that he plays in the forward line, and I can see him going down now, he's going into the forward line. He's causing matchup problems for Killarney Vale. Similarly, Scott Reid doesn't have a matchup. There's no one at the moment. With the only bloke that can play him is probably Price. because Price has played as a representative level as a backman.
That'd be something to watch, wouldn't it? Price on Reed. How good would that be?
That would be really good. The interesting thing would be to see if Price went all defensive or would he try to outmark him. I don't think he could. I think he'd have to go to punch and negate him. But that's not going to happen because Price is down there in the full forward line. And Nelson Bay are 49 points in front. Patrick Lady with the football. We're away, ladies and gentlemen, in the second half. Oosthoff's had a very good day on the ball. Cabello gets a lovely 55-metre kick down. Chris Eddy at the back. Reed's out the back of this one. Ball comes out. There is David Wood. Kicked an important goal in last year's. Oh, early start. Smothered. Oh, off the ground by Cousins. Now, that ball's hit the post, I reckon. Yep. Bailey tried to pick it up and mishandled. And the ball comes out from Eddie straight away. That's Chris. Called out of it by Jeremy with that unique footy kicking style. Ball comes out to Matthew Jews here in front of us in the wing. Half-back flank. Very short kick. Must have just gone 15 metres. He's ineffectual. There's the coach, Sean McGrath, who hasn't been out called to come into the field yet, and I don't think he wants to come out. He's on the bench there just in case they have some injuries.
So they're only playing with 20, is that correct?
No, they're playing with 21. McGrath's nominated.
McGrath, yeah, but they've only got the 2 on the interchange bench.
With McGrath, so they've got 21 altogether. A couple of late outs today. Vasey's had his head done properly at half-time by the look of that, with a proper bandage on it. Thornton, very well, good evasive skills. Jeremy, he puts that ball down. Now, what will the umpire give there? Throw in, thank you. So, not called deliberate. I don't think that could have been. That was clearly going in an exacting direction.
And he was pushed at the point of contact as well, so that may have just affected his kick a slight bit.
You do pick up things that I completely miss, Lucas. You do make me feel good. Sometimes you've got a very, very sharp eye. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Oosterhoff gets another one down, but straight to Vasey. Now, Price is one out here. You'd back him. No, Grell well defended. Butters up, gets the ball again. Left-hand handball out. Right foot banana! Oh, that would have been some goal. I reckon Bellman would have been telling us about that at 11 o'clock tonight. So, point to Bellman from Nelson Bay. Nelson Bay 12-10-82. Killarney Vale 5-3-33. Goes towards Clayton. Goes towards... No, that's Ericsson, is it? No, it's actually Thornton, who's been very good today. Another one that's run around unattended. Now, the mark is inside 50. I reckon this would pull him up. Now, Barrett from Killarney Vale sitting in the slot there, as is Amity, trying to cut off anyone going short. Matthew Jews is on his own, but he won't get the football. Thornton is going to have a shot at this. There don't appear to be any leads coming. There goes one now. There's Clayton. Now, he's tugged that left. Price has got the sit. Gets it out, does the team thing. If this is a goal, it's on Luke Price's tap out. Well done, Matthew Jews. Matthew Jews a goal off a punch down by Luke Price. Pardon me. And we have a score. Nelson Bay 13-10-88. Killarney Vale 5-3-33. Lucas Holmes.
Belmont 16-footer sewing club. Located on the picturesque Lake Macquarie, Belmont 16s is one of the premier venues in the Hunter region, offering the very best in dining, promotions and entertainment. For all the latest news and promotions, visit 16s.com.au or find us on Facebook, the home of the Black Diamond AFL.
Watching here, you'll see Dane Amity get nutmeg, most unfortunately after the tap out. There you go, perfect nutmeg. Jews roving where he needs to be. Amity in the right spot, just gets a wrong bounce. All due to Luke Price. So, well done Price, well done Thornton, well done Jews. Nelson Bay in front by 55 points. Barton and Oosterhoff. Barton that one down, straight to Eddie, unattended. Back to Eddie. Jeremy. Price on the lead, 1-on-2. Oh, on the chest mark. Wiley couldn't get to him. Unselfish. In fact, the kick was ordinary. Kick comes off the ground there. Comes out here to Barrett. Ball comes out. That's going to stay in. That's Jeremy Eddie. He will dispose of it well, I reckon. That is Vasey. Got the headband wearing. He's got a cut from earlier in the game. Now, Price isn't up forward here. He's just gone short. So, yep, is that Clayton or is it Ben Eddie? It was Ben Eddie leading there strongly. Killarney Vale, I've got this one to ground. Oh, Billy Barton, the thief in the night. Can he finish? No, he can't. Point to Nelson Bay. Nelson Bay, 13 goals, 11, Lucas. 89 to Killarney Vale's 5-3-33. Here at Dick Burwell Oval.
Almost started similar to the first quarter, Dave. Killarney Vale struggling to get out of their defensive end.
Yes, focus. Now, Jeremy Eddy's underneath this one. Should mark that unattended. It's all falling apart for Killarney Vale off those kick-ins, unfortunately. Now, ball back into Price, who's looking straight in the sun and sat under the football bravely. Over the shoulder, I would have thought.
Yep.
Clearly. Jordan Carrick's got the footy. Slightly wounded, but he'll get up. Left-footed is Carrick. Straight down the middle, and there's a couple of Killarney Vale players unattended there, which is unforgivable. Ustav gets the ball off Mumford. That's unusual. It's usually the other way around. Ball comes out here. Lovely mark. Well in front. That's Wells. Should be looking for Reed. Doesn't get to him. Nelson Bay cut that off. Clayton's in the hole there, sitting back at half back. An unusual position for him. Ball comes back here. There's Barrett. Squares it. Probably accidentally, actually. Here's a chance. Chaos ball for Killarney Vale. Can they put him away? No, they can't put that one away. Just to the left from Jack Nancaro. Killarney Vale 5-4-34. Nelson Bay 13-11-89.
Just as it's kicked out short into the pocket, marked there by
Lachlan West.
There you are.
Keep going, please, Lucas.
That's fine. Yep. West, another short kick. Again, short into the pocket.
I think that might be Ericsson there. Goes short. Did that ball carry? It did not. So that's half volley. He's got to get rid of it. Cabillo's down there at ground level. I've been impressed with him today, Lucas. Short little left foot kick. Trying to find Bailey. He's looking like the honey badger with that headband and long hair. Ball comes out here and he's gone out of bounds. Deep in the pocket. As Lucas would often say, that's probably the better result than a behind Louis because they've got a chance. So we've gone 6.5 minutes. Nelson Bay up by 65 points. Correction, 55 points. Now, another whistle.
Just trying to get the metre separation of the ruckman there, Pat Lally.
Thank you. That ball's short. Ustav's got the sit. And that Barton puts the knee in. And I reckon that's a free kick to Ustav for a ruck infringement. It is. That's come about because Barton came in very late and got him in the side or the back with his knee.
Must have been the back then if he's paid a push.
Indeed. On comes Jaden Reimer, handy bloke to come onto the field. Oosterhoff, we've got a perfect view of this on our cameras. Lovely finish, Tim Oosterhoff. That's a reward for a very good honest day's football. Tim Oosterhoff.
Works if I have the right side, though.
Works if you've got the right side, Louis, yes, number 32. So the scores, Nelson Bay 13-11-89, Killarney Vale 6-4-40. LJ?
GE Industrial Solutions. GE Industrial Solutions, partnering with the mining community in the Hunter for the past 50 years, delivering safe and reliable electrical equipment and engineering services to our customers. Also proud sponsor of the BDAFL Women's Competition.
We thank Paul Kelly and the company at GE for their ongoing support of women's football. It's most appreciated. Nelson Bay up by 49 points. Oosterhoff and Price. Price has gone on the ball now. Oosterhoff is having a very good day in the ruck.
Whoa.
Oh, big hit on Cabillo by Clayton. Cabillo, to his credit, gets straight up. And we have a ball up. And that is Ryan Stanton, Lucas Holmes.
It is.
Does remind you a bit of Daryl Luck from here, doesn't it? So, Price lets Oosterhoff go unattended there. Bailey drops what he otherwise would have picked up. Grace has come up, can't get the football. Tap forward by Matthew. Price has got the chance here of making a tackle and makes it. Ball comes out to Val. Goes along with a handball. Dane Amity at the back. Try and get onto his left. Gets a handball out because he can't get a kick. Marked there by Jeremy Eddy, who's coming right into this ball. He's gone onto the ball this half. Ericsson's cascading down the middle. Will go straight and long. Barton's got the sit. Push it in the back. This will come off the ground. Goal, Billy Barton. So he's paid that as a goal to Barton. Barton's third in a resting ruckman position. Nelson Bay counter. Nelson Bay 14-11-95. Killarney Vale 6-4-40. Lucas.
Pullman Magenta Shores Resort. Pullman Magenta Shores Resort is an exceptional 5-star resort set on the 52 acres on the New South Wales Central Coast. Nestled between the pristine waters of the Pacific Ocean, Tuggerah Lakes, and surrounded by National Park, this resort offers guests everything. Impeccable service, amazing on-site facilities, sophisticated dining options, modern villa-style accommodation, and spectacular event spaces. Also proud BDAFL charity partner.
Saw the replay there. Billy Barton putting the bodywork on, sitting out the back. Here it comes again from Ericsson as play starts into the centre. There's the replay. There's Barton finishing off. Cabillo's got the football. He's gang tackled. One of them was Reimer. One of them was Jeremy Eddy. He's got the footy. I think that's going to be too high against Bailey. It is. Call play on. He's gone sideways. Jeremy looks out here. Snowy Clayton's on his own. That's dangerous because he'll deliver. Looking for Matthew, I think. And basically got in his road. Tapped out very well towards Barrett. Kicks it into his own player. Reimer might put the speed on here. Well done, Barrett. Reimer tried to beat him for speed, and he stayed with him and put on an effective tackle. Ball into the forward pocket for Nelson Bay, who are up by 55 points. We've gone 10 minutes in the third quarter. Tap out. No one gets a tap out at all, actually. Ball hits the ground. Oh, back heel. Haven't seen that for a while. Matthew Lloyd was the last time I saw that. Barrington Grace tries to mark in front of Cousins. Over the shoulder, I thought. No, not paid. Callum Bailey puts the ball up in the hot spot. Who's got the sit? No one really flew for that very much. They all went the punch. Ustav gets the ball out to the centre of the ground. That ball's going to end up going 60 metres. Big crash ball here. Crescetti stayed on his feet. Can he get the footy? Yes, he can. Does the sensible thing and goes back to the quarterback. Now comes back to Millington. Millington down the flank. A superb pass to Clayton, who picks it up at ground level. Another mark taken there. Is that Bellman? Yep, he's just run into his player. He's entitled to hold his ground as well. So Bellman's been held up slightly there. And he's got the football. 2 kicks from goal. Goes square. Looking for Ericsson, I think. Yeah, that's Ericsson. Got a chance here. Gets the ball down forward. Has Barton got a chance? No. Ustov's in front, and he's hitting the slot. Barton comes back again. In there's Jeremy Benetti for another goal. Wow. Benetti, 4 goals, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon. It's been a picnic for him. Nelson Bay 15-11, 101. Killarney Vale 6-4-40. Lucas Holmes.
ISC. ISC has been at the cutting edge of designing and manufacturing apparel for elite sporting teams for over 20 years and are proud to be the official apparel partner of the Black Diamond AFL.
Replay on your screen. Benetti, unalone and unattended. Left foot snap from approximately 12 metres out. Off a crash ball. Barton did his work at ground level. Rovers and the small forwards get their crumbs. Eddie, left foot finish across his body. Jake Lowe says, goal. Back to the centre. Price and Oosterhoff. Be hard being a ruckman going against 2 separate blokes. That's hard work. Price stays down. Oosterhoff's good enough to get the ball anyway. Held in there. Patrick says, that's mine, thanks. We'll have another throw up. In the centre circle. You can see where that cut is on Vasey. It's on the right side of his forehead. You can see the slight bit of blood there, so hopefully he's going to be okay. Okay, ball comes out here. Jaden Reimer. Brandon Grace at the back. He's got a bit of the fumbles today, but finally gets the ball. He's done a turnaround. That's dangerous. Ball comes out. Lovely tackle, Reimer. Not paid. Again goes backwards with Grace. Got to get rid of that footy. That's holding the football against Thornton. I think the tackle is Wells, is it? Yeah, it is. So very effective tackle, Wells. Reimer certainly had a chance there. Louis had a case for holding the football as well. Tap out. Eddie does a very good job. Doesn't interfere in his play. That's over the shoulder eventually. Grace is trying to get that ball out. No one's making a tackle, so the umpire can't play holding the ball. Chris Eddy gives the ball back to Patrick Lally. Ruckerman to be nominated. Oosterhoff and Price. Oosterhoff, this time Price is attempted, stays out of it and the ball comes straight to Reimer. Ball nutmegs Parsons. Chance at a goal here for Cabillo. Can he finish? No, he can't. Reed saying that he was being held on to the umpire. The umpire says having none of it. Killarney Vale 6-5, Nelson Bay 15-11. Nelson Bay in front by 60 points. Ball comes down the flank. Thank you. Oh, good grab in front. Thornton, who's been real good today. That's almost 50. It is because he was infracting and he wasn't close enough to his player, Lucas. So that's a 50-metre free kick.
Yes, with the new 10-metre protected areas we ran through, we've said numerous times a few weeks ago.
Well, that could have been a 2-metre protected area and it's still been a free kick. A little bit undisciplined there. Ball comes across from Thornton, squares it to... That's Benetti going for 5. No, can't get there. Barton's in front. Scrubs up. He's a chance for another one, Billy. You betcha. Billy Barton kicks his 4th goal, Lucas. 4 goals, Billy Barton. Goodness gracious me, Ruckman kicking 4 goals. Nelson Bay 16-11, 107. Killarney Vale 6-5, 41. Lucas.
Prime 7. In 2017, Prime 7 has every big game live and free. Coverage includes 4 games every round on the 7 mate, including Friday and Saturday night and Sunday afternoons. Black Diamond AFL and Prime 7, your local AFL team.
Barton roving his own kick there, gets the easy goal from about 12 metres out. Here we go again, Barton. Good defensive work there. Ball comes out, Barton on his own in front of Price. Very simple goal. It's a little bit too easy at the moment at times for Nelson Bay. This game could get to 100 points, Lucas, if this keeps going. No, Killarney Vale have got to answer now. Barton gets a left-hander. He's favoured slightly by the throw. Ball comes out here. That's Mumford. Tapped over by Cousins. Ball comes here to Grace. Handball out to Thornton. Handball out to Millington. And eventually picks it up. Well tackled. That's gone. That should be holding the ball and paid. 27, Shelnack. Another left footer. Looks for Reid and kicks it out of bounds on the full. Bailey's at the back there. Goes square. Chris Eddy turns his man. No, he can't. Sticks with him. Now, that is Cooper Scott out there on the boundary line, number 76. Liam Hassel gets the football. Alex Bailey's intercepted by Chris Eddy. He's got a chance. If he gets that football, he's got a chance of putting him well into attack. Goes to the left football. Price worried out of it with the body. Comes back for more. Lovely clean work from the classy Price. Van Annie further on forward. Chest mark dropped. Got to get out of his back. Then he's got to get rid of the football. Does. Matthews in there putting Hassler. They're all staying on their feet. That's important. Goes to ground. Ball comes out. They're all trying to get this out. And Bellman intercepts a little short right foot kick. 18's Forster. Ball comes out. Left foot kick downfield. There's Cabillo. And there is Ericsson. And he's in trouble, Ericsson. Falls over pretty much right in front of us. Nancaro, is that out on the full, Louis? It is. Or did it go out first? Just waiting for a call here. It is out of bounds call. Sorry, I wasn't quite sure whether it was out when he kicked it. Grace, Reid comes in to interfere and does successfully. Has to give it. He's 1 on 3.
Holding two Scott
Well, I
Reid.
thought he was over the football.
That's what I thought too, but...
Okay. Lovely delivery. Oh, not taken by Burlight. No, he hasn't figured much today. He's had a quiet old day at the office. Cabillo runs straight through the middle. Now a chance to get balanced and finish. That is a just reward for Bo Cabillo. He's been very, very fine today. Number 30, Cabillo kicks a goal. Killarney Vale 75-47. Nelson Bay 16-11, 107. LJ.
Star 104.5. Star 104.5 plays the music we all love and has proudly supported the Black Diamond AFL since 2005. I've been very impressed with Bo Cabillo, actually, Dave. As we touched on it, we haven't seen Killarney Vale play so far this season. First time, I think. He's been very impressive on a losing side so far.
And with us losing with the Black Diamond Football League losing a couple of rovers to other leagues, in particular Max Hillier, this bloke should surely be in consideration for a representative squad berth, at least. Okay? A few other rovers. Baker's not playing football at the moment. There's a few other...
Kraus,
yeah, who's more of a ruck rover. And at that rep level, played as a very abrasive halfback flanker.
Yeah.
As you know, Krause doesn't mind a skirmish. Ball comes out there in the ruck. Reimer off to, I think that was Wood actually, David Wood. Snowy Clayton's over the football, eludes him. They're all putting their body in very hard. That is 71. That's the coach. McGrath's. I thought he was sitting out there not having a run. He's having a run out there, Sean McGrath.
He has entered the fray, Sean McGrath.
He's in the front with more tape on his left knee than King Tutankhamun. But anyway, it's good to see him out there. Oostoff, a left-hander in that right contest. Can't quite see where the ball is at the moment. The umpire says it's sort of trapped in there. Sean McGrath's in there, and so is Alex Bailey. Easy ruck in there. That wasn't Oosterhoff, though, I don't think. Reimer goes backwards trying to find Grace. His hands do not betray him this time. Oh, Cooper Scott puts the foot down. Oh, massive tackle and gone. Should be play on advantage and is taken by Killarney Vale. Very smart play. Off this goes to Burlight. Can we see what he can do with the football? Does a good job. Goes to the back. Oh, well done by that. Now that was Chris Eddy who dropped off Scott Reid. David Woods at the back there being chased by 2 players. They've done an excellent job. This ball comes out. It's going to be should be an uncontested mark. No. Well done by Ashton, I think it was. Oh, Parsons. Ball touch off the boot. Reid for 5-6. Oh, wow. Scott Reid, 6 big goals for Killarney Vale. Killarney Vale 8-5-53. Nelson Bay 16-11, 107. Lucas.
Excuse me. Bar TV Sports. Bar TV Sports specialise in the live streaming and broadcasting of local sport, including the Black Diamond AFL. Bar TV Sports, making your game the main game.
There was a terrific article on Bar TV in the Herald recently. Really interesting to read as to how widespread they are and what they're up to. Provide a wonderful service. Ball comes out here. You can see here's the replay. Scott Reid just picks the ball up, unattended. Right foot check side kick straight over John Sullivan's head. And that's even half dozen, which is a superb performance in a well-beaten side so far.
6 of the 8 in total for Killarney Vale.
Yeah, it's only Cabillo and Oosterhoff. Killarney Vale are going okay this quarter. They're 4 goals to 3. They're hanging in there.
Those 3 have probably been their best players as well, Dave, I think.
Yes, no question there, Lucas. Oosterhoff's let ruck on his own, and he's good enough to get his hand on whilst coming down. Oh, ball comes out. They should be holding the ball, really. Bellman out, little short handball, comes back for more. Gets the ball out to Jaden Reimer. Left-footed. Bit of a spiral ball, hard to manage. Foster managing Eddie well. Reimer back on his right. Ball comes out here. Thornton wasn't an overly good pass from Reimer. Thornton's got that football. It's out. No, it's not. I'll tell you what, Bailey's had a crack today. He might have got a huge amount of football, but he has put his body on the line more than once and trying to get decent football for his club. Barton keeps Eastoff out of that one cleverly. Reimer, ball at the ground. It's a good tackle on. Now that's no effort. And there's the decision. Got it. That's consistent. They've been consistent on that today, haven't they, Lucas?
They have been very consistent. The umpires have done a great job so far.
Great pass, Reimer to Vasey. There's danger. Ball coming out here. It's well done, Oosterhoff. He has been terrific today. There's another bloke from Killarney Vale that should be in the rep squad of at least 30. He would have to be considered for it. Nancaro at the back, falls over. Right-hand handball out, finds Wells. Under all sorts of pressure. Parsons, that's holding the ball as well. Gone. Oh, it's on there. Wells and Parsons. And it's finished quickly. Oh, 50. No, he just told him to play on. Sorry, I thought that was a 50-metre signal. They're chopping in front of Reid now, Lucas. They're chopping in front of him. So he's going to have to find another way. Is that a downfield free kick? It is. Downfield free kick. Or is it coming back this way? Someone's got paid for holding the man. And is it Scott Reid? It is. So the call from behind is here that Scott Reid's been flung to the ground after play. And there's your free kick now. This would take his very best kick. It's a tight angle and it's a long ball. Reid for 7. Jeez, he's got a fair bit of that. Just falls short and just to the left. Behind Killarney Vale, rushed 8-6-54 Nelson Bay. 16-11-107.
As the ball's been brought back into the for the kick out, it's gone long, about 15 metres in from the boundary and taken. Oh no, spoiled over the back.
I thought
that was thrown out. Yeah.
So he's paid the advantage after the throw that Lucas called, which was spot on. DeVal's in front of him. He's had a quiet enough day, DeVal, the skip. That could be a push in the back and not paid. I thought Reimer actually had that mark back there. I thought he'd had enough purchase on it. So
it's close. He had to sit there. He did well to get 2 hands to the ball.
If ever there's a day you're going to make him take a catch, it's today. It's just perfect conditions. Reimer's being the little skirmish out the side. Reimer's being held onto. It should be Reimer's kick. This game's just starting to boil over. Reimer has got the football for holding against Shelmack. So I was watching that. It was right in front of me. There's some hard nuts. Amity and Clayton, 2 veterans. They're not going to take a backward step. People should get in and get them out of there. They don't want to get in front of the judiciary. DeVal's been completely bamboozled by the sun and still gets the football.
Kicking in danger against the Killarney Vale player there.
Yeah, thank you. Good, well done, Lucas. Out to Matthew. Matthew's got the football in front of the hammer pit. Goes to the boundary line. Well done there. Oh, no, he's going to pay a push in the back. I reckon a Price, is it? Is that a put? I'm just waiting to come back. So Lally's, it's not Price, though. I think that's the coach. Judging by that bandage. It is. Sean McGrath's got the footy. Paying benefit of being in front. Whoa. Goes very long. Oh, touched. Oh, hit the post.
Post, yeah.
Jeremy Eddy was waiting for, he's just cramping up, was waiting for the ball to come down. Nelson Bay 16-12-108, Killarney Vale 8-6-54. Exactly double their score, 54 points. Here comes the huddle, splitting now. Wells is on in front of Clayton. Clayton does very well and lands like a cat right on his feet. Can someone get there to make a contest? They can. In fact, McGrath did an excellent job. Hopefully there's no one injured out of that. Behind Nelson Bay. Nelson Bay 16-13. Killarney Vale 8-6. Lucas and I and the team in here would like to thank the Nelson Bay Footy Club for the lunch, for the halftime catering. Superb as always, Lucas.
Always great to come up here, Dave.
It is. We thank the club very much for the generosity. Ball, beautiful mark taken by DeVal, who has got a lovely pair of hands, actually. Straight out to Thornton. Thornton's right on 50. That's not anything further. I'm going to get up and stand up there, fella. So, Thornton will be looking for leads. Barton's already gone. There's almost no one in the square. He's gone to the side to Price. He'll do a step. Now, Price is within range. Can he finish? Oh, magnificent. Luke Price. That was so casual but elegant. That is Price's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fifth.
That is his 5th goal. Thank you, Lucas Holmes. Wasn't that superb? Just waiting for a replay. Waiting for the replay to come up on that. Just have a look at an athlete at the top of his form and with elegance and grace. If we can get a replay up, you'll enjoy this very much. Here we go. Price just inside 50. There's the kick. Goal umpire. Perfect position. That is just superb. Here we go again. Look at the balance. Extension with that right foot. Just perfect balance. Classic Lucas Holmes.
Did it easy. Had about 5 metres behind the goals to spare. Great to see Luke Price in full flight.
Oh, yeah. Now, Nelson Bay have decided not to contest against Oosterhoff. He'd almost be within his... Oh, that's over the shoulder. Oosterhoff's not even being contested against him, or they're roving to him. So he's got that much dominance. Just Temper's getting slightly frayed. Dane Amity at the centre of it again. Short kick to Price. Oh, that's almost a specky by Mumford, not taken. Ball comes out to Vasey. That is three-quarter time with the foghorn in the background. Nelson Bay, 17 goals, 13, 115. Killarney Vale, 8-6, 54. For Nelson Bay, Nathan Vasey, Matthew Jews, Todd Thornton and Jeremy Eddy, 1 each. 4 goals each, Ben Eddy and Billy Barton. 5 goals, Luke Price. Lucas Holmes, the goal kickers for the Bombers.
Goal kickers for Killarney Vale. 6 goals, believe it or not, for Scott Reid, and then 1 each for Bo Cabillo and Tim Oosterhoff.
As you said, Cabillo, Nancaro, Cabillo, Oosterhoff and Reid, clearly the best 3 players for Killarney Vale. For Nelson Bay, amongst the plethora of plays, Ericsson's been good. Thornton's got a lot of the football. Luke Price has just been superb today, he really has. We'll come back to you very shortly after a quick three-quarter time break. Nelson Bay up 17 goals, 13, 115 to Killarney Vale, 8-6, 54. We'll be back with you shortly.
It's like I'm dreaming, you're the one I'm all about. Say the Havel H2. From just $23,990 drive away. Every drive is a surprise. Have it all.
some scores for you here at Dick Bell Oval. Thank you, Paul. Okay, Black Diamond Cup first. Not live scoring at number 1, but at quarter time, thanks to a message that was given to Lucas Holmes. Newcastle City 5-8 to Warners Bay 0. 3/4 time, or close to it at East Gosford. Terrigal Avoca 12-10, 82. Cardiff 6-6, 42. Black Diamond played Gosford leading Leighton Quarry by 27 points. 3/4 time. Wine Lakes leading the entrance Batter Bay by 138. Maitland defeated Newcastle City. Singleton leading Musselbrook by 25. Reserve grade wins for Terrigal Avoca, Warners Bay, Lucas Holmes' side, Killarney Vale, Leighton Quarry and Wine Lakes. And in the women's competition, wins to Warners Bay, Nelson Bay, Gosford, Wine Lakes just over Cardiff, 5 points. Newcastle City, 142-point winners over Maitland, and Singleton, their first ever victory in this competition by 63 points. Here at Nelson Bay, it is Nelson Bay 115, Killarney Vale 54. Lucas, we're interested to see what happens in the rest of this game.
We are, Dave. It'd be interesting to see if Nelson Bay try and go all out to try and put up a very big score here, or just try and shut up shop. I think the way they've been playing, I think they'll keep going.
Luke Price is at full forward. I think the foot's going to be put down, mate.
Yep.
And there is the siren. We're away last quarter. Hunter Vale Black Diamond Cup action coming to you from Dick Burwell Oval on Bar TV. Superb bounce. And Oostoff, and again, he has got 85% of that tap outs, I reckon. Reimer, a handball out to Matthew. Gets away just. Doesn't get held. Vasey's going to get this football. He's got a paddock. Who's he going to look for? He's going to go long, I reckon. He's tugged that one around to Clayton. Now, Clayton will turn onto his right. He'll finish, I reckon. Geez, a good footballer. Aaron Clayton, ladies and gentlemen. A very early goal for the Nelson Bay Football Club. Nelson Bay, 18 goals, 13, 121. Killarney Vale 8, 654. LJ.
Bar TV Sports. Bar TV Sports specialise in the live streaming and broadcasting of local sport, including the Black Diamond AFL. Bar TV Sports, making your game the main game.
He's got a couple of yards there. They can't give him that many. Foster. Clayton's wheels onto that right. Here we go again. So he's got a couple of yards. Got desperation. Whacks that ball on the trusty right boot. Around the corner kick. Straight over umpire's John O'Sullivan's head. And away they go.
That is a straightforward kick for players all over the country these days, isn't that? A snap around the body.
And the man who's got a lot to do with that is Stephen Johnson from ex-Geelong, and now proudly a greater Western Sydney Giant. He started off at Craze, and a lot of people are very comfortable kicking across himself.
He's been he was the main introduced that, and good on him. He's been a champion player for a number of years now.
He most certainly has. Oosterhoff, they're sitting off Oosterhoff, such as his dominance. Amity could have been entitled to a over-the-shoulder kick, but not to be coming. There's still a bit of argy-bargy going on there. Not surprising to see Amity and Vasey in it. Vasey does not take a backward step, and neither will veteran Amity. Reimer's tackled. That should be gone, sir. No. Ruled as no prior. Back to the umpire. Barton's in front. This time Oostoff leans over him, still gets it. Ground level. Out comes Jaden Reimer, who's getting better as the game goes along. Goes directed forward. Oh, almost a big mark there. Price has got the sit here. Now, what can he do? He's free. Just. Matthew. Look, we'll go back to Price. Now, what's he going to do here? Left-footed. Centre's play, fortunately for him, intercepted by Mumford. Mumford's got the ball deep in defence for Killarney Vale. Looking at options, there aren't many. Will come out sideways. Easy mark to Greentree. Again, Greentree in the fluoro boots, looking for some options. Doesn't have many goes long. Big contest here. At the back. Oh, good bump. Really solid by Burleitner. Vasey comes straight through the traffic, as he often does. Going backwards. There's Cooper Scott. He's gone backwards. He'll get rid of it to Thornton. He's got no left. But he did the job. Touch there. Vasey rides the bump. No tackle made. Ball out. They're under a lot of pressure here. Reimer's going to try and beat him in. Still gets it out. Good body strength. Ericsson. He's in under pressure from Cabillo. Good tackle. Very good football, both teams. Great pressure, Killarney Vale. Scott Reid will be happy with that, Lucas.
You sure will be. That was great passage of play there from both sides.
Reimer beaten by Oostoff. Lovely tap out. Beautifully read by Cabillo, who looks like a prime mover. Reid's, this ball will probably go out, I reckon. No, it's going to stay in. Now Reid's going to turn around. Can he find someone? There is someone up at the spot. It's young Hassel. Lovely tackle. without the footy though. So the left-footed Hassel's going to have a chance at a goal in the right spot at the right time. Interesting to see how he worked his way in front there, Lucas, with an average kick from Scott Reid. He got himself in front and got the benefit of that. So Hassel from no more than 20 metres out. Some of the crowd here at Dick Burwell Oval today. Hassel, can he finish? Yep. Good straight kick, Liam Hassel. A good goal for him. Killarney Vale 9-6-60, Nelson Bay 18-13, 121. Lucas Holmes.
The entertainment grounds on the Central Coast. The entertainment grounds has quickly established itself as the premier events location on the Central Coast. The entertainment grounds is an indoor and outdoor multi-purpose community facility for functions, events, festivals, weddings, exhibitions, as well as horse racing.
Professional finish from Hassel there. Here we go again. Left foot. Simple kicking motion. Short back left, straight over the umpire. So, Killarney Vale have kicked 9, Nelson Bay 18. We're waiting for the centre throw up from Patrick Lally. Luke Price into the centre again. Price got that one, he used his body. Reimer has really got a lot of touches in the second half. Oh, over the back there's Millington. Can't quite get his hands on it. Jeremy Eddy's in there, goes to ground. That's a foot. Yep, Bailey's ball. So, ball comes out here. Cabillo again, running loose. A lovely pass. She's got some skills, Lucas. Greentree gets a football, moves it on quickly. 1-on-2. Rovers required. Ben Grace comes out, looks for Ericsson and gets him. That ball will do Wallace and it will. DeVal's got the sit. Lovely strong hands in front of Bailey, who made him earn that. DeVal's away, short pass. Finds Matthew. He's away. Now that's Benetti at the back. Can he get the fly? Oh, what a good contested mark. Really good mark there, Lucas Holmes.
Very good mark. Turned his body in the air as well to protect the ball drop, keep the space.
Yes, he did. He did that really well, didn't he? Billy Barton having a rest on the bench with Parsons and with McGrath. Benetti going for a 5-goal performance here now. Let's have a look and see how he goes through it. Low.
And left.
And left. Nelson Bay 18-14, 122. Killarney Vale 9-6-60. Excuse me. Dane Amity probably in need of a haircut shortly, I would think, big fella. Ryan Barrett with the football. Millington sitting to the side here in the mark. This is this zone marking. All these Nelson Bay players are sitting there in a zone, waiting for the huddle to break. Going far side, and he's actually got someone this time. It's worked perfectly. Cabillo was left on his own. So that's an interesting play there. It worked, Louis. First time I reckon it's actually worked properly today. Tap out by Grace, very professional defender. Handball comes out. That's Chris Eddy, who's got a left foot. Now, can this ball stay in? No. Hard bounce in front of DeVal. Billy Barton sitting over here having an extended rest.
Certainly deserves it, Billy Barton, being one of their better players today. They've had at least 3 or 4 or 5 good players, Nelson Bay, actually.
Yep. Oosterhoff a tap out. Ball comes out there to Cal Bailey. Comes out now. Ball goes almost straight up in the air. Reimer's got to sit here. Lovely chest mark, Jaden Reimer. Those players are all in front of the kicker. It could have theoretically been pinged. Lachlan West. Little short kick. Finds Matthew. Oh, no. Got it at that wrong spot where he had his hands in the wrong position, right at chest level. Little short kick over Cousins' head. Grace, whose handling hasn't been perfect today. Ericsson, who has been outstanding. Goes with a long barrel. Oosterhoff can't quite stop Jeremy Eddy. Now, knowing Jeremy, I reckon he'll take a ping at this. What have we got, Lucas? 62 points, almost 8 minutes gone. Just to see how this game finishes. Jeremy Eddy for Nelson Bay's second of the quarter. I reckon he's tugged that left. Yeah. So, Nelson Bay 18-15, 1-2-3. Killarney Vale 9-6-60.
As the ball is, obviously the zone defenders from Nelson Bay. Low bullet kick into the outer sets to the 50 is then cleared to Cabillo in the middle of the ground. Plays on immediately. Goes long looking for Scott Reid. No, it's Mancaro actually. Very good tackle there by, wait till he turns around for me. It is.
Chris Eddy? Yes, Chris Eddy. Chris Eddy was. Well done. So, ball comes out of the wing. This is Bellman. Big solid unit he is. Price in front. Ball goes over him. Chest mark drop. Basically legged. Oh, fascinating handball. Not sure if it was legit. Ball comes out of his Burlight, who's been quiet today. Looks like he's got good skills. Now, here's a chance at a mark. Or they all go the mark. Cousins couldn't quite rove it properly. Ball comes out here. Now, that'll go square, I reckon. And has. Over the shoulder. That's Snowy Clayton. Now, he'll do something. See if he gets clean ball. Goes, oh, lovely step around. Done a good job, though, did Foster. Ball comes out to Cooper Scott. Has to go long. Duval's out of position. Does a great job on Oosterhoff. Gets the ball to ground. Can he follow up? Jeremy Eddy, a good tackle. Ball comes long from Bailey. Now, Nelson Bay's got the sit here. No, couldn't quite take it. Scott again. Another barrel-chested play. Ball comes out and held in. That was Ericsson who dropped that mark just a little while ago.
Tempo definitely hasn't slowed down. It's been up and about for both sides, actually. It's been good to watch this last quarter so far.
It has. Price could have been pinged there for a blocking out in the ruck, but wasn't. Ball comes out there. And is that a throw? It is, and I think it's against the Bay. Burleitner? Yep. Now, can't see Reed at full forward at the moment. No one on the mark and no one at full forward. That ball's gone long. Touched. Clearly touched into the post. So, Nelson Bay, 9-7-61. Correction, 9-7-61 Killarney Vale. Nelson Bay, 18-15, 1-2-3. Short kick comes out. Luke Price. Oh, short kick, not perfect. Oh, little tap between his legs is clever. Doesn't find his man, though. Oosterhoff in trouble. Falls over. Good tackle. Very good. Matthew at low ground level. Gets a ball out to Scott. Comes in. Oh, good punch there by Barrett. Again by Barrett. Scott, interesting handball. Duval goes as long as he can. Kicks it round the corner. Grace is up forward, probably trying to kick a goal on his 100th. Thornton's in there. Good tackle, Grace. Here's a chance to get rid of the football. Scoops it out backwards. Bellman's got a chance here. No, not quite quick enough. Right foot comes down the wing. Oh, good mark. Cabillo and paid in front of Reimer. Was. Jaden's cranky because he got one of those early in the game that was just the same as that, I'll tell you. Anyway, I think it was a mark to Cabillo and I thought it was a mark to Jaden. Ball comes long. Using his body. Oh, well done. That was very, very fine use of the body there. Really, really good. From Jack Nancaro. Now, he's going to be kicking from no more than
35?
Yeah, 35, 38 metres, I reckon, Lucas.
No angle, straight in front. And as we've touched on earlier, hardly any breeze at the beautiful afternoon here at Dick Burwell Oval, hasn't it, Dave?
Superb.
Keeping you up, mate.
It's been a long week. Nancaro, left-footed. Shanks it, I reckon, badly. Point. Nelson Bay, 18-15, Killarney Vale, 9-8. And we've gone 12 minutes in the third quarter. Correction, the final quarter. $12 minutes gone. Here comes the kick out. It'll go short, straight down Ben Eddy's throat, I reckon. What he's doing that now when he's kicked 4, I don't know, but that's part of the rotation, obviously. Woods out here on the flank. No, he's going to go crossways, I think. No, he's going to stick flank. Now he's got to go. Should get a Shepherd. Luckily, he's got 2 good feet. Reimer's going to push out and use his body here. Well done by Reed. Reimer again, the prime mover. Oh, intercepted, though. Lovely work by Jordan Carrick. Ball comes out there to Wood. Barton back on the field. Worried out of it by Carrick. Parsons gets that football out. Now, is that downfield? It is.
Sorry, no, it's fine.
The decision, can you just run us through that?
Yeah, so the player was disposed of after he disposed of the ball, so that means the free kick goes to where the ball was landed.
And here's a big opportunity. We were talking about it a minute ago. Brandon Grace, who's spent his entire career as a dual halfback flanker, has got a chance at a goal in his 100th. This place will erupt like Mount St Helens if he kicks this. Let's see if he can work it through. Not the most perfect kicking style of all time, no, Ben Grace. What can he do? Got a piece of it. He's done it! They're going to come from everywhere in his 100th. Fantastic for Grace. Here they come. They're coming from everywhere. Obviously, a man who's very popular with teammates. They're coming from everywhere. Great work, Grace. A goal for Nelson Bay. 19-15-129. Killarney Vale 9-8-62. Lucas Holmes.
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery. Sports Coast Trophy, the leading supplier of trophies and embroidery on the Central Coast. They are also proud supporters of the Black Diamond AFL.
And in fact, they've all come from everywhere. If you look down here, Killarney Vale's got a 1-on-5 because all the backmen are running to position. But a lovely kick from Grace. They come from everywhere. Very popular club and 100th game. What a way to salute your 100th game with a lovely goal. Well done, Grace. And as onto the field comes Jeremy Eddy. Gee, they've got some talent up here, Lucas, when they get it together.
They have. Is this consistency for Nelson Bay at the moment? But they've been very good so far this season.
That'll be whistled up, yep. And also winning away from home. That's the other point for them. If they're going to get into the final 2 and 3, they have to win at home, away. Dane Amity smothered off the boot. Ball comes out here. Ericsson, Clayton. Now at the back. Is that Millington? Pushing the back, I think, with a double-hander. Now, we had Simpson as number 10, and he's been scrubbed out of the game. I don't know who number 10 is, Lucas. I'm sorry, I can't quite tell you. He's not on our team sheet, but that's fine. Mark there to Oosterhoff. Looking around, goes short. No one on the mark there for Killarney Vale. Oh, double fist out. Ericsson rolls over the football when he's got no one on him. At the back, Jaden Rhyme, who's almost been the best player on the ground in the second half, Lucas. Luke Price. Now, Price won't be able to step in. Uses that trusty left. Oh, it just goes over Cal Bailey. He was off, I thought. Not. Now it goes with backwards of the handball. Barrett. With the foot, was a little bit lazy. Perhaps should have gone down and leant down and bent over a bit. Handy mark taken by Bennett. He's now gone back to half-back flank.
To his
brother, Jeremy. Lovely diving mark. Here's another one coming to DeVal. Now, Price is at full forward. Going now. It's a big contest here. 4 of them on. Who gets it? The clean hands of Luke Price going for number 6, Lucas Holmes.
He's been on another level, Luke Price, today. And so they've had 4 multiple goal kickers and they've all kicked at least 4 goals. Price has kicked 5, going for 6. Ben Eddy's kicked 4 and Billy Barton's kicked 4.
It's good spread. The coach will be impressed with that. Price, who's kicked very nicely today. Deliberate run up. He's got a lovely kicking style, this lad. Which this time lets him down. The commentator's minds Lucas Holmes. Point Nelson Bay. Lucas Holmes is shaking his head over here. Nelson Bay 19-16, Killarney Vale 9-8. We've gone 16.5 minutes in the final quarter here at Dick Burwell Oval in the Hunter Vale Black Diamond Cup Bar TV match of the round. 130-62. Long raking left foot kick comes out to the far flank. At the back is Price. Can't quite grab it. Just for once his hands let him down. Parsons can't quite pick it up. Little scrubby right foot kick finds Amity. Wheels on that left foot immediately. Mark taken there by Chris Eddy. In defence. Away they go again. Ericsson. Right footer to Grace, who's obviously swapped with Ben Eddy. Grace a short kick. 5 minutes to go here at Nelson Bay. Dane Amity a short left foot kick. Finds Carrick. Grace tries to put pressure on, but Carrick gets the ball down. On right down there in front of the hammer pit. Off the thigh of Wells, actually, and intercepted by Chris Eddy. Touched off the boot. Nathan Vasey. Chris Eddy backs up. Driving kick. Beautiful pass. Absolutely lace-out stuff. David Wood gets that ball up to Tim Oosterhoff, who's, I think, been one of the best 5 players on the ground. He's been superb, Lucas. Really has. In a well-beaten side. Mark not taken there. Matthews trying to hassle that Max Mumford. 2 good players there. Out the ball comes to Barrett. Left foot. Now he's in front here. Carrick. Can he work this through? Grace is trailing him. Ericsson's there. He's going to shepherd for his mate. Very unselfish to Cabillo and more unselfish to Wells. Pretty well done by Killarney Vale. Very unselfish team play. Now there's a man on alone in the centre. It's Reed. Got the sit and will go back and kick because he's taken that ball in the square, I think. Scott Reed will go back for his 7th goal. A magnificent 7 goals from Scott Reed as Killarney Vale 10-8-68. Nelson Bay 19-16, 130. Lucas Holmes.
Marksmen Workforce. Marksmen Workforce have been great supporters of the Black Diamond AFL since 2016.
Indeed they have. Simple kick from Scott Reed. He had to sit there. 12 metres out. Does the business. So Scott Reed, 7 goals. There have been some multiple goal kickers today, Louis.
They sure have, Dave.
And we wait for the ball to be transferred back to the centre. Part of the crowd here on a beautiful afternoon on the Tamari Peninsula. So, ball up in the centre. Oosterhoff and Barton. Will Barton contest? We'll see. I'd imagine he would. Yep. Oosterhoff again. Mumford again. Out towards Vasey. I hate to say it, again. He's had a lot of football, Vasey. So he's got that ball out towards Jeremy Eddy. Can it stay in? It can't now. He's asking for deliberate and will not get it. That was an interesting case. There wasn't really a Nelson Bay play within QE of that one.
There wasn't.
Would you have called that, umpire Holmes? Thought about it?
I would have definitely taken it into consideration.
Very good.
Would have been interesting, the response, if he had given it, that's for sure.
Very good answer. Very diplomatic. Ball comes out here. Reimer can't get rid of it. So, umpire Stanton. Excuse me there. Oosterhoff with a right-hander. Jews at ground level. Does the spin and should be gone. Holding the football against Matthew Jews for the spin move. Bailey or Mumford the kick. It's going to go to Bailey, actually, because he made the tackle. He's been game, and I thought he's tried very hard today. Lucas Holmes, Bailey, been okay.
He's been okay, that's for sure, Dave.
At the back, Ericsson, who's been terrific at half-back. Grace back where he belongs in the back line. 2 little handballs. At the ball comes to Cooper Scott. Big solid unit again. At ground level now. Is that going to be played over the shoulder? He's in trouble. Oh, he didn't pay it. Oosterhoff went straight to ground there, Lucas. Lying on top of the ball, I thought. Stays out of it, and Barton actually rose the ruck work. Unbelievable. Parsons, he's also had a bit of the fumbles today. Hasn't quite had clean hands. Out it comes, gets a foot to it. Down now, is that on the floor or is it touched? He's a free kick, and the veteran Dane Amity will get the kick here. Is Amity going to get it? No, he's not. Carrick, the footer. He's average. Matthews running straight through the centre. Straight onto the chest of Millington, who didn't have to do much but back. So Millington's going to go back here. And kick from about 35, Louis, 30?
30, 35, yeah.
Kicking into the shade. And Millington has kicked beautifully and truly. Interesting kicking side, but he got it together. Perfect drop. Nelson Bay, 20 goals, 16 behinds, 136. Killarney Vale, 10-8-68. We've gone 22 minutes in the last quarter here at Dick Bell Oval. LJ?
Subway Morisset. Subway Morisset is open 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. Trading hours 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Support local businesses. Subway, eat fresh.
We'll have a Subway Award and a Bar Petite Award at the end of this game. Just to remind you, the Nelson Bay team will get the Bar Petite Award, and a player from Killarney Vale will get the Subway Morisset Award. So we'll better start thinking about those, Lucas, and we'll answer them on air.
We shall. We will discuss at length at the end of the game, I imagine.
We shall, as always. Okay, well done to Millington there. Oosterhoff is looking, I'm not sure what he's pointing at, but he's pointing towards Shelnack. This will be a bounce, so let's see how Barton goes through it. That one favours him and he gets it. Off towards Jeremy, who's got to tackle the fumbles. Carrick's caught. It is a full spin move, 360. That's the pirouette. It's gone to number 21, which is Cal Bailey. Good orange tiger boy, Louis. Must be a good bloke. Ball comes out there. Oh, he's in trouble if he doesn't get rid of that. That's another twirl. Should be a free kick, Millington, for the tackle. Did the 360, consistency there. And Millington's going to have his second chance at a goal in 90 seconds. And he'll kick after the siren. So Nelson Bay are about to win by Let's have a look. Millington and the ump. And he's kicked it to finish the game. What a finish by Millington. Yes, he does. Second goal to Millington. So final scores here at Dick Burwell Oval in Nelson Bay. Nelson Bay, 21 goals, 16 behinds, 142. Killarney Vale, 10 goals, 8, 68. Lucas Holmes, the goal kickers, please. Could you read through the entire goal kickers for both teams?
Goal kickers. Firstly for Nelson Bay, 5 goals to Luke Price, and then 4 each for Ben Eddy and Billy Bunt, and then and 2 for Aaron Millington, as we just saw on the siren. And then singles for Nathan Vasey, Matt Jews, Aaron Clayton, Todd Thornton, Jeremy Eddy, Ben Grace in his 100th game. And then for Killarney Vale, 7 goals, unbelievably, for Scott Reid. And then singles for Bo Cabillo, Tim Wilsterhoff, and Liam Hassel.
Killarney Vale first. I think that their major goal kickers were their best players. The 3 you named earlier on, clearly for mine. Cabillo, Oosterhoff and Reid. I don't think anybody else was as good as those 3.
No.
Cabillo at first looked very impressive.
Yes.
No surprise. Oosterhoff, that's the best I reckon he's played. That's superb performance from Oosterhoff. He may even get votes in 3-2-1 for the umpires.
Yep.
That's how good he was. And Reid, well, magnificent. Pretty much playing on one leg too. Nelson Bay, I know who my best players are. Reimer had a fantastic second half, got a lot of the football as the other players tired, and his fitness and core and endurance came into play. Ericsson was good, Thornton got a lot of football. So, Subway Morissette player for Killarney Vale. Lucas Holmes, your thoughts?
I think we just summed it up then, and I'm going to say Tim Oosterhoff.
Totally agree.
Yep.
Oosterhoff for Subway Morissette. And I'll have a crack at Nelson Bay. There are a couple of players in my mind, but there is one in particular who I think was superb, with 5 goals, played on the ball, played full forward. I think the Bar Petite Award should go to Luke Price.
Couldn't agree more, Dave.
Okay. So we'll get those awards off. Bar Petite Award, Luke Price from the Nelson Bay Footy Club. Subway Morissette to Tim Oosterhoff. In a convincing performance by Nelson Bay. Killarney will have to go back on the training track, Luke, and do some work and get back into it. Nelson Bay, satisfactory performance from them. They'll be happy with that, getting back to their home environs. And I'm pretty confident they have Newcastle City next week. So
that'll be a ripping game too.
It will indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, that about concludes things here at Nelson Bay. Convincing performance. Nelson Bay 21-16, 142. Killarney Vale 10-8-68. Lucas, any final words?
Just next week, Dave, back to Fane Park. Warners Bay, Terrigal Avoca. Bar TV, Hunter Vale, Black Diamond Cup match of the week next week at Warners Bay, Terrigal Avoca.
And as the guys play tribute to Ben Grace on his 100th game, which is a great performance. Terrigal's first game away for a long time. Back at Fane, can't wait to be there and sharing the afternoon with you. There he goes, Ben Grace with his beautiful daughter, and memento of his 100th game. Great performance from a good clubman. My name is David Redden, my colleague here, Lucas Holmes. Lucas, good afternoon to you. Great job as always, mate, and I'll catch up with you next week.
Thanks, Dave. See you next week.
And on behalf of all of our team, Paul, Clay and Josh, our Bar TV team, our scorers up and timekeepers up in here from both clubs, it's a very warm welcome, a warm afternoon to you from Nelson Bay. On behalf of Lucas Holmes, David Redden saying good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a surprise when you open the door. When you open your eyes, a little smile, it turns my whole world inside out. Little touch and I'm yours. Tell me you can be mine. It's like I'm dreaming, you're the one.
The Havel H2 from just $23,990 drive away. Every drive is a surprise.
Every day.
Have it all.